lost his voice.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No problem, no problem. I'll try to pay attention to chat.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, I have a healing spirit up that has 4 charges, so if you run through it, you will receive. I think we roll those last
Yeah, you
time.
just click it when they hit it.
Okay, yeah, we'll just re-roll them.
Yeah, I was thinking when you re-rolled all those, I was thinking it would be better if you just clicked it when they hit it.
Yep.
That way we won't have to keep scrolling back up. All right,
All right,
Eddie,
Derek.
are you there?
Eddie's here. That's who you're asking.
Hey, man.
Okay.
Are you ready to go? You are first off in the batting lineup.
Which is ironic because I'm still setting up. So can I do a delay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We will we'll jump one ahead.
Yep.
Which puts Ernest up in the turn order.
Yep. I know we had Vigor. I know we had Vigor in the front going that way, so I'm probably going to go and okay, so I could see them, and I negate half cover, so we are going to try to remember what he's weak against. I know he has resistance to fire. Speaking of which, Zaris, Vigor, how are you on health? I know Vigor is kind of rough.
Definitely, if you're healing somebody, heal Vigor. I'm on 46, but he's on 13, so.
Yeah.
So if you're going to heal
Currently
somebody.
being antagonized.
Yes, and currently the target of the big fellas.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to go down at some point.
Yeah.
He is quite upset at you, Vigor.
I did a boo-boo.
Well, I can move it 30 feet. Like, as a bonus action, I can move the healing spirit to you, and then you could, at least get a round of healing, and then maybe someone... I don't know if Zaris has anything that you could get out of the way without taking attack of opportunity, but...
Can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Let's move the healing spirit, bonus action.
Iliander, I'm going to put you up here with Roland in the sense that you would, at a minimum, have been following the melee people.
Okay.
You do know that Vigor ran out the door to your south and then tried to run out the front door where Ernest is.
Yep. And as a free action, I'm probably going to be there right on the outside door, kind of pointing in this general direction. And had 10 feet of movement. I did that as my bonus action. I'm going to go ahead and see how I am doing on... We're going to second level guiding bolt, Frogman, and I negate half cover.
All right, what do you have that negates half cover?
The Wand of the War Mage.
You got it.
All right. Well, did it not cast?
It looks like it cast, but it just didn't. It did do a to hit roll.
What does roll 20 and do this? Let's try it again. No? Let me just do the one.
Just use your spell attack modifier at the top of your little spell tab or whatever. Or that way. However, a 15 does not hit.
Well, that's a darn shame.
Eddie, let me know when you're ready on that end, Eddie.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to go ahead and move because I can't see anything quite yet. So.
All right, hang on, quick second. Are you done, Ernest?
I'm going to move. Actually, I'm going to stay right here, just so I have visual on them,
Okay.
and make sure you took the HP, Vigor.
How much was it?
It was 10.
Okay, cool, thanks. Do we have a visual of some kind to show where the spirit is?
It's actually on you. He moved it on top of you. Can you see that?
Oh, no, I
I
see. That's probably why I didn't see it. Okay, cool.
I tried to put the name on it as well. Okay, that's it for him. Corvus,
Yep.
you are up.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and move around the corner. 5, 10, 15, 20. I see Ernest. 25. I see targets. Okay. Then I'm going. Let me put this back up here so everyone can read. This is the Bigsby's. I'm going to move around the corner as my bonus action, and I can move it a lot. Let's see. I think it's like 90 feet or something like that, but it's just around the corner. And I'm going to put it on him. And is Vigor being...
You
Go
can
ahead.
move it 60 feet, it says.
60 feet? Okay, great.
Yep.
I said 90. I moved about like 40. Is Vigor being grappled, or is he...
No. Last thing I think it tried to do was bite and claw him.
Okay. And it's looking worse for the wear?
Well, he's standing in a magical spirit for healing, and you can't see but a sliver of Vigor, so worse for wear is beyond your sight.
Okay, I think I have 5 feet left. Oh. Okay, Vigor's in the
Yep, you see Vigor in the healing spirit and Zaris.
Okay, that's all I see. So, where's my hand? There it is.
Where did it go? I don't see it anywhere.
There it is. I'll just keep it right there because I don't
Okay.
actually have a target. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I don't have a target. That sucks. Would
Any
you...
bonus action? Are you moved?
No, that was my bonus action to move it. I still have an action, but I don't have a target. So I will give... I can't do anything. I'm done. Sorry.
You got it. Vigor, back to you, brother.
Vigor's going to look at this frog and say, "May you fade into nothingness, bring into wind," and cast some dissonant whispers on it.
Okay. DC 15 Wisdom.
Oh, sorry.
DC 15 Wisdom. That I got. And that is a spell, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to make that.
Okay. I am going to bonus action.
Does he take half
Okay.
damage from that? Is that a cantrip or a spell? Does he take
It's a
damage from
spell. I'm looking right now.
that? Okay.
Right. Oh, it does take half and does not have to.
Okay.
So I am going to disengage bonus action. To there. And that's my turn.
You got it. Rolling.
Okay. 25. Oh crap. I guess I will go to here. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right. End of your turn. You're the only one standing there, Zaris. So you're gonna get the legendary action last bite.
That's a miss. Oh, never mind. That's
I don't know.
Eleander's initiative.
That's Eleander. 13's still gonna miss.
Still a
So
miss.
He used his last one, However, after rolling, it comes back to him. His legendary actions reset. He is going to move. Let me see what I can see here for folks. All right, I can see Ernest, Corvus, Roland, and Vigor. Which means I'm going to cast a spell. I have used 1 5th level. I'm going to use another one. I need all of you, Ernest, Corvus, Roland, and Vigor, to make a DC 16 con save.
And
He's going to hit you with a cone of cold.
And when I see you do that, I am going to 5th level counterspell that.
Okay. Use your spell and have at it.
Nice. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, after that last time, I'm not fucking around.
You can do it.
Yep, that's it for him. Zaris.
Excellent. Alright, I've used all of that. Okay, here comes 4 attacks.
Bring it. Oh, can't do nothing. Hits, can't do nothing. Alright, I am going to use my reaction and shield, and I'm going to make at least 2 of those miss. Your 29 and 30 hits.
Okay, that's cool. You're going to take 13, and that was also a glaive. 13 and 16.
You got it.
I'll make sure I can't do anything else.
Alright, end of your turn, I'm going to use 2 of my 3. I'm going to teleport right to here.
Ooh.
Start of the new round, Corvus.
That made it a little easier for the fire types.
Other than myself.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Bad. I'm going to
Get there.
sling Bigsby's. And I'm just going to punch him. Let's go for a punch.
Yep, roll to hit.
Yes,
He's
sir.
got a fairly enhanced AC at the moment.
Okay, that's fine.
But it might not matter.
Let's see, clenched fist. Oh, that's right. It's my spell modifier. So here's my spell modifier. 27.
That's going to hit.
And now I got to go back in here and do the damages. Damages. Clenched fist. Yahtzee.
It's like 40 something, 48.
Yeah. So I just kind of whip the fist around the 3 of us and just does like an uppercut against his slimy jaw. And
Damn.
then that's my bonus action. And for my actione, I am going to he's got some legendary stuff. So I'm just going to hit one with Thorn Whip.
Okay.
And here,
That's you? That's just you hitting, right? No save.
yeah.
That's gonna hit for 10.
Lightning Lure is the one that has the
other.
save. Yeah. And I am going to stay right there.
You got it. End of your turn. Moving up to Ernest. I'm gonna use one of the legendary actions. Vigor.
Oh my god.
Does a 14 hit you, Vigor? I don't think it does it?
No, it does not.
You got it. Ernest, you're up.
Yep. Bonus action, we're going to move this 15 feet up to Vigor. So that's going to be Healing Spirit on him. So you're going to get 13 back. And I am going to use 3 charges of Fragment of the Sun. And we are going to use Scorching Ray.
Okay. That's 5 of them. Roll 5
Yep.
hits.
Alright. There's 1,
That's a
2,
hit. That's a miss. But a 27 is a hit.
22 is a miss.
Well, he's got a
Yeah.
shield active at the moment.
Ah.
20 is a miss, 20 is a miss, so you hit twice.
Alright, so let me hold. that again, and
Be 4d6.
yep. So it's 12 and 7. And and I am, for my movement, going to move 10 feet right there. And it did.
Okay. Let me, I just realized, I was about to say, I missed Eleander's speech, and of course, as I'm trying to do all this, he wasn't in the list because his internet connection last time, he wasn't part of the initiative round, so
He's put himself in after.
yeah, I completely missed it, though. That's on me, man. Sorry about that. Vigor, you're coming up, Eleander.
I'm going to try it again. Why not? I just look at him and say, "May the flesh rot off your."
Same spell.
Same thing.
You got it. He's gonna make it, so he'll take 8.
Bonus action disengage. Action. I'm gonna go hide behind my lion.
All right, Eleander. Sorry about that. Do your thing, man. Uh, 12 is a no. Swing and a miss. Yeah, that's a hit and above the shield spell, so have at it. Woo! Okay. He's considered an aberration, so it doesn't add anymore. I think it's only undead fiends or something like that. Isn't that right? 26 and 14. 40. Yeah, I can't take that.
Yay! Ding dong! The frog is dead.
Yep, I can't take 40. That's yeah. Frog gets hit by Eleander stepping through the doorway and just cleaves him with that radiant powered smite. And the big frog collapses.
Frog no more.
Alright. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it's clearly important.
I hope so.
Yeah. There are 2 charges left on that healing spirit, if anyone wants them.
I'm gonna take one of those.
Yep. Let me get that on the board for you. What did I...
Eleander says he'll grab one as well.
Okay, I'll throw that up.
14 Zaris and whoever took the 9.
Alright. And can I remove that? There we go.
Hey, kudos, Brandon, of that use of that spell. That was a very appropriate time to do it. So
What are you talking about?
Good on you.
Counterspell?
Well, the counterspell too, but the healing spirit. They have the the foresight to do that rounds ago. That was good stuff, man. Good stuff.
That's a good call.
When I saw him like doing all his shenanigans, I thought to do that. I didn't know if it was going to be helpful, but the counterspell was based off the like kicking myself last week for not doing it when we got hit with like the exact same thing.
Nope, I get it. All right, with that, you find yourself falling out of combat as Vigor tries to take a breath without the mad frog doing its best to basically just murder him. Vigor,
Also with the collapsed lung.
yeah, you're feeling pretty rough. You got a tightness in your chest. It's probably stinging a little with all that running. Your side might be hurting a little bit. I don't think Vigor's ran that much in quite a while.
I run that much. I am good, but I do believe, you know how nasty a frog's mouth is, and he bit me a number of times, and there is probably something gross inside me. I don't think green stuff is supposed to come out of me.
All right, so let me. Eleander is offering up heals if you missed it.
Corvus is good.
Yeah, rolling
Yeah.
fine.
I'd love a heal if you had one.
Vigor is open for that healing love, Eleander.
And David, am I poisoned?
Huh?
Am I poisoned? Do I still have the poison condition?
That poison condition must have come from somebody else or earlier, because I
Okay. I didn't.
the Slad didn't have poison.
Well, I think you had. I didn't know if I was actually poisoned or if you had just alluded to it having poison, because you said there was something nasty in its bite. I was just making sure that it wasn't. I didn't actually have the condition.
No, you do not. You don't have the
Okay.
poison condition at all. There's no. He doesn't have a poison condition.
Cool.
I do remember something about that, but no.
Yeah, I think it was just good storytelling.
He's giving you 8.
Thank you.
And I've got plenty of lower level spells. I'm kind of low on my
Oh, good lord, that's terrible.
yeah.
Eleander.
So
That's it. I have like one spell slot left. Like, what?
Same. I have one first level.
I burnt through my 5th levels and my 4th levels. Well, I have one on my 4th level, but yeah, the rest are just like 1, 1, 1, 1.
I'm pretty good, actually.
I'm hurting, but I'm down a little over half. But I don't know what we're planning to do next. I also have healing potions I can drink, so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's see if I have a healing potion. Okay.
Dismiss the hand, and I'm going to start going over the Toadlicious's
Drink a
body.
healing potion real quick.
I'm also gonna do that. Hey,
We're going to go through his waistband of grossness.
I'm gonna hand whatever this thing is that I'm holding to Corvus and go, can you figure this out? I'm not thinking right now.
Right, I'm not good at multitasking. I guess I'll look at that. So,
Vigor, what made you want to take that?
yeah.
Well, it seemed
What's the backstory?
It seemed important, and honestly, I guarantee you, he did not fucking see me take that. He magically knew I had it. That's how he was tracking. I snuck the fuck out of there with that thing, and he did not see.
Well, while you guys do that, I'm going to find the Octad.
I am wondering if this has something to do with the Octad.
I don't think so. I found pieces of just stuff written in the wall on the ground. I was collecting it, and all of a sudden we were fighting the big green monster.
Ah. I assume the Octad had something to do with this.
No, I mean, I said that I found some stuff on the ground. I was trying to assemble it, but I couldn't really put the jigsaw puzzle together. But I'm going to go see if I can find all the pieces. Maybe somebody else can do it.
I'm seeing some healing. Eleander's talking about finding a place to bunker down. Who drank the potions? Was that one Vigor, one Zaris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Corvus, what are you doing? Arcane check on the what?
The instrument, the device that Vigor hid.
The little. What are you looking for in particular in this Arcana check?
So
You don't have enough time to know it's magic.
right. So
Other than the
I,
fact that you know it's magic.
right. I'm looking for like places where it would fit in something else, or something else is fit into it.
It
Like an
doesn't look
activation.
like it would do that. It is a very nice magical leather and metal bracer, and only one.
Oh,
Fasten it onto your wrist.
okay. I misunderstood.
It's kind of large. It's not small, so it takes probably 3/4 of your forearm. But
Okay.
it's a bracer that would snap onto your wrist, and it's clearly old and magical. It is well preserved due to its magic nature.
Okay. For
So
some reason, I thought it was like
no-
a solar
I'm gonna
system
pull out
kind
the-
of thing.
I'm gonna pull out
Well,
the professor and see if
Yep.
he knows what it is.
The professor, while he scans it, knows about certain things. This is not. He says that's not Netherese. Whatever that is, that did not come from here. That clearly came from maybe where the frog came from. But that is not a Netherese item, and how the frog got it. Who knows? How the slide got it? He says they obviously come from the far realm and born of chaos and the chaos dimension or whatever that's kind of called, which is basically the far realm. But that's not Netherese, so he doesn't have much on that.
Okay.
Ethan, you are going back upstairs.
Yes.
All right, I will drag you back up. And again, complete pieces in disarray with those ruins on it, that just like you had seen last time.
Yeah.
Just jagged stone pieces with partial
What's
ruins.
the cat thing doing up there?
It seems to just still sitting there and watching.
I think we determined that it was a pet and a mundane critter.
I'm gonna go try to pet it.
It does try to avoid you as a very large cat comes to a very small cat. It stays as far away from up on top of that telescope and away from you as it can. From your position, you cannot currently reach it. If you remember that picture that I showed
Yeah.
you, it's pretty high. So it does its best to basically avoid you, the other large feline.
Can I roll like an animal handling to see if I can get it to come down towards me?
You can try to pull that off to see if it is receptive to you.
Oh, that's bang average.
Not all that receptive to you. Sadly.
Okay. That's fine. I guess I'll go collect
Yeah,
all
not
the pieces.
all that receptive, I'm afraid.
I guess I'll go collect all the pieces then. As many as I can find.
Give me an investigation.
Alright. I rolled something last time, so I don't know. And I rolled relatively high.
I
I know I
remember you doing something right before the fight, but I don't know how far back it's going to let me go.
yeah, I can't say I do either.
I'd have to pull up the whole log. I just remember it wasn't high enough to succeed.
Okay. That's
and
cool
I know that one's not. So
Yeah.
while you see these things, for you, yes, if you'd like to roll again with his assistance, since Eleander himself has not done anything yet.
I get to roll again?
Yes, Eleander said for his turn he would come up and assist. I'm going
Okay.
to move you upstairs, Eleander. It's kind of south on the map.
I still don't think that does it.
It did not. You see more ruins than what you did, obviously, that first time, and you guys collect them, but they just don't piece together for you. It's kind of a magical words that were broken and snapped, and for you, those ruins just don't come together.
All right, then I'll just yell down the stairs for them to come up here when they get the chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, Eleander.
The frog.
Spin the slot, and you can clearly see that those pieces that have the ruins on them are indeed magical, as well as the telescope. Yes, you could see the aura points and pick the lost pieces. Much easier than just looking. However, putting them together does not come with that. Putting it in the right order. Zaris, Eleander, Roland, what are you up to?
I am going to collect. Actually, no, they explode. Never mind. I'm going to shut the front doors and I'm going to guard until we decide if we're going to rest here or until they're finished and are ready to go.
Okay. All right. Front doors are shut. I guess I could pull these back up here, though it's going to look funny from the interior because it's got little door handle tags on your side now. But the doors are shut. He's guarding the door. Brandon, what are you doing?
Did anyone loot the frog?
You know what? Corvus did say he was going over there to loot that frog. That frog has 2 peridot gems worth 200 gold pieces, and 3 topaz, 300 each, and 3 topaz worth 50 gold pieces each.
Are you guys gonna be upset if I don't capture that? We got like a gazillion gold.
I mean,
How
we're
much
coming
was
to
the
the end of
topaz?
the adventure, and I don't think we're going to be going back into town
Yeah.
before it finishes, so.
What? How much was the topaz worth, David?
The topaz were worth 50 each. The peridots were worth 300 each.
There
Yeah,
you
we
go,
could just
Pooja.
hand those straight to Ernest for his
Just hand it
congregation.
straight over to Ernest.
Exactly.
Yeah, just straight, put these in the poor box.
I will oblige. Thank you. That will go miles to further the cause.
Mhm.
Hey, I've been honest. I don't need to hear your condescending.
I'm gonna put the bracer on and see what happens in eyesight of the.
That's what they look like if you needed to know. You put the bracer on, and I think the only thing you would immediately feel is how snug it fits on your arm.
Okay.
But you realize to tap into its magic, you are going to have to attune to
Attune to it. Gotcha.
that to tap into its abilities, or
Yeah.
obviously identify it to know.
Right.
No.
And by no means am I trying to conceal this. I'm just trying to rudimentary try to check it. But I will identify it at the next long rest.
Okay, I think the only thing that might really come to you as far as just putting it on, you feel like a little bit of knowledge of magic has almost come into your brain. It's like where you know magic and that's something you do all the time, but suddenly things start to come together a little easier.
Gotcha.
Magic seems to suddenly make a little more sense in areas that it didn't, maybe in Dunamancy or stuff like that, that you realize that some areas of magic's just maybe a problem you were milling over in your head and suddenly it just comes to you.
Okay.
It seems to be a little easier.
I just looked at my spells. I actually did memorize identify for this day's adventure, and not knowing what the fighter types are doing, I'm just going to go ahead and burn a slot. I'll identify it.
Okay. Refresh your character page. You should see it in your inventory.
Oh wow! You kids and your crazy programs.
All right. That was Brandon. That was Corvus. Back to you, Mr. Josh.
I'm just gonna sit here. I think Vigor would just kind of need a minute. He's just gonna kind of take a minute. He'll help Eddie out with anything he needs, and Brandon loot the body. I don't think he's
Okay.
gonna do anything in
He's kind of
particular. He just
assisting here in the
yeah.
in the
Well, I
area.
mean, he's lost a lot of blood for the 18th time today, and you know, he just needs a minute to rest. He's an old
Brandon-
man.
And Brandon, you actually just took those gems. I didn't. I about jumped right over you thinking about those gems. What were you wanting to do?
I mean, besides that, I'd be just generally like checking the place out, pilfering. You know, if there are any like nooks or crannies that might have treasures or anything like that. Just
So
you know,
you're gonna start looking around this bottom area.
yeah, I think
Pilfering.
so.
Yeah, pilfering.
Yeah, just
Give me
kind
that.
of like,
Give me that investigation, sir.
all right.
Is pilfering a funny word for alms?
It sounds like it. It sounds like it. It's alms collecting without permission.
Well,
I think is the right phrase. You start giving this place a good look around, but you don't see anything. This place is pretty barren. Looking at it, it was rather barren when you come through the first time. So as you give it a better look over, that perception doesn't change. This seems to be barren except for what the frog was doing upstairs. Back to
I mean,
Zaris.
I mean, that does have a good point. Like with my years of pilfering.
Sounds like you need to take one level of rogue so that you can get 2 expertise
I thought about it.
and
I
put it into sleight of hand or something.
There was a real. I was leaning towards that, especially
towards
early
it?
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back to
I think you should
Zaris
just let him
and
use his
Eleander
proficiency.
upstairs. Eleander, with his detect magic, is actually able to go around and pull together a number of stone pieces that are magic, and you can tell that they are almost like a puzzle piece. However, you two looking at them were unable to put it together with that advantaged investigation roll. But you were actually able to find them all, Eleander. I think at this point it's redundant since you gave Zaris advantage to make the roll. Doesn't mean someone else could not take a stab at that, but I think with you two, you've kind of exhausted what your current means are, other than the fact your detect magic allowed you to find them all. There will be no missing letters.
We could take the pieces downstairs, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would be going up there after my little cursory experimentation with this bracelet. So yeah, I could look at it and identify it, or try to put together an arcana history or whatever, figure out how it works. I have both. That's what I want to do.
No, you haven't, Brandon.
I definitely want to look at the telescope before we leave.
Yeah.
Okay, so once downstairs, you kind of done. You gonna stay guarding the door, Alex?
Yeah.
All right, Brandon.
I think I'm going to continue the snooping up to the second floor. I think,
All right,
seeing I didn't turn up anything up here, might as
I
well.
will bring you to the second floor. Give me your investigation check.
All right. A little better.
You don't really see anything on the floors, but in each of those stone statues, they
Here.
all 3 of them seem to be wearing different types of jewelry.
Ooh. Do tell.
One that I'll just go from left to right. The one to the left looks to be wearing or has clipped on like a diamond brooch. The one that's in the center looks to be wearing a diamond necklace, and the one on the right seems to be wearing diamond earrings.
I wish I had detect magic. This seems magical. So brooch, diamond necklace, and you said
Brooch,
diamond
earring, and brooch, necklace, earring.
All right, gotcha.
Ellie's detect magic's still on if he follows you up.
That is correct, and he does not detect anything.
Okay, I think we are going to pilfer away.
You may pilfer away. Each of those, that whole set, each of those is worth 250 gold each.
Nice. We're totally
So
going to spend that. There's totally going to be a shop.
Eleander's
right before the
detect
final
magic
boss.
clearly getting rid of your second guess.
Actually,
Corvus, what are you wanting to do?
I want to look at the mechanisms and the looking glass itself.
Okay, I've moved you back upstairs.
Okay.
You start looking over this this clearly magic telescope in some manner. As you are pilfering around with it, and are you just looking at it, or are you actually trying to adjust or look at a few things to see what turns? I mean, you've obviously seen a telescope before.
Yeah, I at this point I am confident, ignorantly, or maybe I'm just rushed with the excitement of trying to figure out what this is. I'm actually putting hands on.
Right. Well, hit me with that investigation, sir.
Sure. And you know what? I'm going to throw a little bit of guidance at myself because I'm very excited to what I see. So that plus this 24.
You look at this telescope, and you can tell that it is obviously more than just a telescope.
Mhm.
That at one point it was used to scry and look into other universes and planes of existence. And once you had found and focused in on a particular area, you could actually use this machine to pull objects of small size back to you through the telescope and to send it back to wherever you saw.
Ooh.
That the astronomers were able to summon multiple alien creatures or things from different realms to be pulled here, studied, dissected, and even pushed back. However, as you are looking at it, you can clearly tell that it is severely damaged. Pieces are missing. It doesn't look like it can be mended in any way. Yet the Slad, who was clearly pulled from somewhere else, was trying his damnedest to no end to repair it. But from what you got with a 24, you do not believe it is currently repairable.
Is there a I see some like the lever on the right. Is there any deeper cut marks or wear marks on a certain indicator or variant that I can tell, hey, this goes to the Fey realm or this goes to the Abyss or something like that?
You know that it looks and seems to operate like a telescope. Moving that lever seems to transition it from maybe a push to a pull. That you have to mechanically adjust dials and continue to look through till you actually see just where you want to see. Whether that be millions of miles away, into completely other realms. I mean, you know that if it had been operational, I mean, it might take you weeks to look into the ethereal plane and find what you want. It doesn't have any kind of, zoom in or request ability.
Okay.
You just have to keep looking till you find what you wanted.
Yeah, with that in mind, not to belabor this any longer, I'm just going to look at the current setting and what do I see?
You can tell that it doesn't focus and seem to work at all. He was doing his best to repair it, but it's just not repairable.
Gotcha.
He wanted it so that he could get it to work and send himself back home eventually, but he could never get it to work. Eleander, you're talking about wanting to speak with the cat? That is correct. He seems to have done his best to avoid everyone here altogether. Okay. You cast the spell, and it immediately when you start the conversation. What do you ask it?
I just want to ask if he saw this thing break that we're trying to put back together, and if there's anything we can do to help him. Because it seems odd that a living cat would just be riding along with this sled.
As you start talking to the cat, you notice that on the cat's head, two small antennae kind of perk up, almost like in an insect of some sort. And it perks up and it looks right at you at the speak that you as you're talking to it, and it tells you in a very spiteful tone that there is nothing that we have to discuss. You have killed my friend. You killed him. I can feel it. He doesn't move around in this area. Unlike you. You could not leave well enough alone, and you killed him.
I express that he started the conflict, and because of the dangerous nature of the area we're in, if we had had a chance to communicate, and this is truthful for my character, I would have heard him out. Can I don't know the words exactly, I don't want to talk too much, but can I basically like try to convince him that we're both stuck in a bad situation and see if I could make it up to him in exchange for
his
information?
loyalty is 100% magically perfect to the Slod. In the sense that you have killed his master. Not really, master's not even the right way. It's basically loyalty. This cat looks to almost be partially mixed together with an insect. Vigor, if you could give me a intelligence check. Looking at this cat as Eleander kind of talks with it, it reminds you of your chimeric baboon. And that it was created specifically for a person or a slad, and is completely loyal, and was created by the slad's blood, though it is an insect cat. And so it with your question about, what the slad did, I mean, he tells you, he says, I saw what happened. I saw my friend's things taken. I saw him have to run after you. And he got a lot of disdain in his cat voice.
David, would he have seen his friend's things taken? Because I rolled really high on that sleight of hand. You said the only reason he knew it was gone was because he knew where it was.
Well, the only reason the slod knew it was gone. The cat, on the other hand, has a couple skills. And it's kind of a shady area, but the cat was on the lookout for basically any shenanigans of y'all.
Okay.
The cat has these skills, and so it's like I say, it's kind of loosely, but he felt the sense of you taking that and running with it, as he was on the lookout for the slod. So he's quite ticked off at the fact that his bred loyalty to the slot, and the of course the death of his friend as a chimeric cat. So it doesn't want a whole lot to do with you, Eleander.
David, is there a small lens at the very end that you would actually put your eye up to that's separate that you can like unscrew?
It does. If I think I gave y'all a picture. Did I give y'all the picture of that one
It wouldn't hurt to see
as
again.
as a handout?
Oh, we may still have it. Okay. And if it does, what I want to do is, just do a very simplistic way to disable it, just in case somebody that knows what the hell they're doing can bring nasties into this realm.
Right.
If I take,
you're gonna
yeah,
try to take the eyepiece out of it.
right. But I'm just thinking what the smallest component that it may go unnoticed, but
Y'all
disable
should have
it.
a handout called Telescope, and
Okay.
you can kind of see it. It's got a levered mechanism and a piece that you would look through. So yeah, you could definitely fiddle with that and take that eyepiece out.
Right. Yeah. I want to do that, and for the life of me, I'll player handouts.
It's called Telescope.
Oh my goodness, you've given us a lot. I see it. Okay. Oh yeah. That's what I want to do. I got it up.
Yeah, you could take that little ocular piece out of it.
Okay. Cool deal. And is the conversation that Ellie's having with Cat, he's only privy to it, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
I think he's the only one that can speak, can understand the cat.
I'm
And
gonna.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
cat.
cat language. Yeah.
Is it in Leonin? Because I can speak that.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say no, but I don't
Ah,
know.
that's
So
lame.
Let's find out.
That's lame.
Believe it or not, Chimeric Cat they didn't even bother to list the language. So let's say it does.
Yay!
Let's say it does. It doesn't even list any languages.
Corvus, do you have any questions?
I'm just curious if this thing came to the looking glass itself, or if it came from this plane.
I'm gonna turn to the cat and ask it, did you come through the telescope, or are you from another plane?
He tells you no. He said his friend brought him into existence. And Vigor and actually Zaris,
I was there.
you were there that night. You understand the process, and so would Roland.
Sick. I'd turn to Corvus and be like, no, he's
I thought of that too, Roland, after I said it.
he's the same thing as the monkey that Vigor had.
The snake monkey.
Right.
I forget what his name was.
I was just-
Rocco, rest in peace.
Rocco.
Rocco, rest in peace.
I could revivify him if we wanted to have Rocco come back. I think that I can do it within 24 hours.
Nah, that's a big spell slot. It's up to Vigor.
Yeah, it's a big spell slot and a diamond.
I mean, we've got plenty of those at this
Yeah.
point.
You're not going to spend 500 gold, are you?
Oh, your
All right,
congregation will
so-
suffer.
And it's 1
Corvus,
minute,
back
not
to,
24
back
hours.
To Vigor. After Corvus, back to Vigor.
So I would have followed Corvus stairs.
Done.
All right. So what do we have here? You have captured the pieces of the things. This is the Octad writings.
Zaris and Eleander believe they have, yes.
Can I try to put them in an order that makes sense?
You can. That would be an investigation check.
Why don't you help me? Assist me. Never mind.
Or I'm pretty good at puzzles. I don't need you with a 25. As he slaps Vigor's hand away. I got this.
Get off me!
You have
No, I'd love your help. I'd love your help. I just kind of like, I'm like, oh, do you think these two go together?
Yeah. Oh, he's doing it sarcastically. He's doing it sarcastically. I don't know if that's better or worse. It's funnier, but so with
So yeah,
that,
I'm gonna try to put those in order.
Vigor has no problem getting together the Octad, and let me raise that up right there.
Okay.
One, two. Give me 1 second, and I'll copy it. That is now the second Octad.
Summon a flame in your. So we have 3 of 8.
I've now updated it to show what you've got. That's cool. He's I know you weren't here that night for that particular effect, but losing a lot of blood, as Vigor can tell you, generates a chimeric animal that is designed, it's randomly, but it is perfectly loyal to you. It is not a familiar, it is a real animal. Oh, you were here for that? I wasn't sure. And so the cat was designed for the Slaad as the Slaad used it, being here and up here by himself. And the chimeric nature being such a chaotic thing, it's basically a chimeric cat. And it is obviously loyal to the Slaad to a fault.
So
that,
do we want to take a rest here?
You have no problem putting that together.
Do we want to take a rest here?
Potentially. I did.
Fine with me.
I seem to remember. Didn't David say that every time from now on, from a previous rest, that we would take one, it would be like progressively and progressively harder?
Yes.
He did.
You've taken 1 so far, if I remember correct.
I think that's
Yeah,
right.
because I rolled for it.
Right. Which was a normal roll. You know that this one will be slightly more difficult.
How much more difficult would
You
we
have
say?
no idea.
Okay.
It's all in the random chart.
That random chart.
You just
David's
know
busting
that,
out charts.
You just know that the more, like I say, I don't want to put the very time constraint that the module has, which was like, oh, if you're here for 24 hours, Arl just shows up and starts putting the kibosh on things. I don't want to do that because I want you to look around because I want to extend it all the way up to February. But I don't want you to take long rests like, playing Baldur's Gate 3 where you can just take them anytime you want.
Yeah, we can take a short rest if that's easier.
But it's completely up to you. If you want to take another one, it's all in the D100. If you want to take a long, if you want to take a short, then you can easily take a short.
So
Yeah.
we have 3 of the 8 pieces, correct?
You currently have
Yes.
3 of the 8. That is correct. That is
I-
in your handouts under right of the Arcane Octad.
I said we take a short and then go to the next, portion that we haven't explored, and then reevaluate from there. A short will allow us to roll hit die, and I can get some arcane recovery back a little bit, but I'm not hurting for spells because
And
I've
I've moved y'all to here to kind of give you an idea of where you are
Yeah.
and have not been. You are at the actual tower right
library would be good, Zach. I like that.
I'm fine with either. But
Yeah. The problem is I burned up all the pretty much what I consider my
Yeah.
good spell slots.
I was just gonna say if we go into another battle though, just know I'm gonna be way the fucking.
Yeah, and I'm probably not. I have one more that like potential thing that I could counterspell, but like besides that, it's like
He's basically telling you you're going to see a lot of Sacred Flame.
you're going to be seeing a lot of that. A lot of guiding bolts. Like I could burn through those a lot. If they get close, inflict wounds, we might mix it up a bit.
Right, right. So,
I got
so
I got
what are you
counterspell.
deciding? What you deciding?
I also offer this is that if it gets harder, like the longer we wait, the weaker we are. If something comes during the night.
True.
Yep. So a short rest is a happy medium, but I got counterspell and spades because I've been using cantrips and my laser throughout. So, and there's a laser rifle and a laser pistol, although you'd be shooting at disadvantage.
Actually, you don't shoot at disadvantage. I found out that not having proficiency just doesn't make you shoot at disadvantage. You just don't get to add your proficiency.
Yeah, you just don't have proficient.
So you would be.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
You would just be like your dex, or to fire it. No
That might be-
proficiency.
Yeah.
Might be good for a melee people if they don't have.
If you're
something
dex
that can do
based,
a lot-
yeah.
Yeah. Well, if they don't have like any like sidearms, like if they are completely out of range, you can't do anything like to potentially do that.
I have
in
one.
action.
Yeah, I have one too.
They would be only. I think there were 3 rifles and 3 pistols.
Right. So, in my normal voice, so I'm not going to belabor this. What I picked up is the Wonders wrist, and it from the Salad, and it basically does a lot of movement spells and a protection and a couple protection spells. It's that could be used for anyone really. Anyone can operate it, but it's got levitate,
You
shield.
can go to Andy's character sheet and see it. It's in his inventory.
Yeah, it's got levitate, shield, teleport, magnify, gravity, temporal shunt, and wrist pocket. Some of these are custom abilities, but they are go in, get out, disappear type things with shield, which is quite handy for everyone. But I can't. I could use it, but I have some of those same spells or abilities. So whoever wants to use that should speak up now. And
I'll take it.
I'll put just.
I got a slot. I got
Yeah.
a 2-minute slot. I can swap out for it.
Okay, so David, how do can you put it in his backpack and I can? How do I
He
do
might
this?
actually be able to search for it.
What's?
It's called Wanderer's Wrist Ori.
Yep.
It's got some
I got it.
spell slots, and then it's got some skills that it does that you have to choose to do.
Gotcha.
It is good for a squishy like you that with low AC.
Cool.
And the teleport could be used for. I mean, you can get us out of problem too. I think. So, anyways, didn't want to bog down this. Zach was looking at the library, and my character is actually interested in the library for purely selfish reasons. So, I'm
right,
looking on
Zach,
the map. Here's.
So you're going to take a short rest, is that right?
I think so.
Was that?
Yeah, that's what it
that-
sounds like.
All right,
Yeah, let's
so,
do a short rest for now, and then if we get into another big encounter and we're like, ooh,
All right, short rest.
do that.
Go ahead and spend your hit dice, whatever you have left, or whatever you have or want to spend.
I'm gonna do my arcane recovery as well.
I'm gonna do one right now.
Would my artificer level count as my wizard level for arcane recovery, or how would that work?
D&D Beyond should calculate it for you. It should tell you when you look it up under your like features or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right. Combined level 6. Okay.
Yep, it should. It's probably only wizard level, but I'm not entirely sure.
David, while we take a short rest, Vigor is going to take the monkey body off of his backpack. He's going to go to a corner of this room. And there were torches on the wall, I believe, right?
There were.
He's going to dab a little oil on the monkey and burn it.
Give him a sacred.
Give him a little
goodbye.
funeral. And I am going to collect the ashes.
Okay.
And I assume that would be ashes of the dead.
I do not know why it would not work, because it was a true alive animal, not like a familiar, and it would be ashes of the dead.
So I'm going to have some monkey ash.
Ash hole.
I guess I have to make a homebrew item, monkey ash. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely home. I'd type something in my notes for that, because I don't think you're going to find that in homebrew creations.
Do we have like an urn or anything? Actually, I might have something. Seeing I'm have a level cleric.
Well, I'm just going to take the oil that I poured on him and put the ashes in. Done. So I have a oil urn.
Ah,
It's all about recycling, man.
exactly. You're gonna hang it around your necklace.
No, I'm gonna put it back in my backpack.
I'm typing you something.
And then I'm gonna grab. That's cool. I'm gonna grab Ernest. I'm gonna go. Would you mind saying a word? I did not know him long, but he was very, very loyal.
Absolutely, absolutely. What can we say about Rocco? He came in life in a spark and went out in another spark. Yes, like
He lived a very modern life.
His life was short but full of love for his owner, Vigor.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
I'm gonna miss him.
Me too. He's good. He was good, baboon.
Is there any other magic that we need to identify while I'm resting a little bit? As the party's keeper of stuff, the player has been neglecting updating on our Facebook site. However, I don't recall we have any kind of shiny stuff that needs identification.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I hand you a dagger, actually.
Oh. Okay. David, I will.
I don't know if this is magical, but I pulled this off of the guy from it was the thing that killed Rocco.
Because we're doing everything quickly, I am just going to go ahead and burn at first level because I have it available.
Yeah.
David,
it was one of the constructs, the one that killed Rocco. I don't know if it's magical or not.
Okay.
Check with David
that
first.
Came from those Moggen are not magical, no.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Not a big deal. I'll burn it anyways. Or can you identify it during a short rest if you're a character? I thought
spend an hour, I think it is.
Yeah. Okay. Take it 10 minutes after or before the rest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's
I can
true.
just sit with
That's
it
true.
And meditate on it and be like, it's not magical.
Yeah, I think you could spend an hour, like you're attuning to it.
Okay.
But it does. Yeah, it takes an hour to do it.
So, David, could you remind us of the landscape around us, what the buildings are adjacent to us?
Right outside where you are, this particular building is in pretty good, or was in pretty good condition versus in some other places you've been. The tower itself was upright with those ringed walls that come out like buttresses. And it was a rather smooth stone floor that just had ice in places. And then, of course, it had the Moggen there, but they're no longer there. And that is the tower that you slept in
Gotcha.
as you guys come out of it after a short rest.
And you'll change these to yellow once we
I
go through 'em?
changed it from white to red as
Okay.
a green eye,
Gotcha.
so that you've explored it.
Do you want to look at this atrium over here? Or
We
where's
looked in the
Yeah,
atrium. That's
that's
where the
where-
monkey was.
Yeah, that's how you make the pets.
Yeah.
Yep, that glass building was the pet maker.
Okay.
Yeah, we did not thoroughly search it, but that's fine.
We could just continue on, like, this direction and, like, catch
Yeah, we have the arena down here.
this stuff.
We
Or
have
we
the
could go down here.
library. Yeah.
This was a music
This was
hall,
one of
wasn't
the
it?
towers. This is a music hall. Yep, you got it. The Grand Theater.
Yeah, so we could either keep going clockwise or we could cut back to the bottom.
There's also 2 towers, it looks like, in the northwest. Like, we have that one, and then we have this one. Well, and also this one.
All the red dots we've explored.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the red dots were.
No, red dots is what we have done. There's a
Ah.
key towards the bottom of the map.
Yeah, I was confused too, Brandon.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I like what Ellie's saying. Tower or library.
The library was this one, wasn't it?
It's not a library, it's a museum. It's this
Yeah,
one down
that's a
here is the
museum.
one you're talking about. The library was the one with the dickhead jackal and the penguin.
Oh, I wonder how he's doing.
I hope he's dead.
Really? I kind of liked the penguin. He was nice. It was
Oh, I
good.
meant the dickhead jackal.
Oh yeah, I hope he's dead. I hope he died. Yeah, him. I hope he's dead.
He might have
Well-
meant the jackal, not the penguin.
Well, if this is a scholarly place, there are high probability that he might be in there, since I don't think he was going too far.
So you decided
Counterpoint: priceless treasures live in museums.
Right.
This
You
is also
decided
true.
to go to the library. Is that my understanding?
The
Museum.
The museum.
Yep.
That's back to the museum. Am I not correct?
No.
We've not been to the
No,
museum
you went
yet.
to the library. You're going
Yeah,
to the
back to
museum.
Yes.
Back to the Future.
I got you.
Left to the past.
Yes, exactly.
I can make
Come
that
up with the
happen.
real intricate detail about how we're going to break in, how we're going to, zip line in through the top, side of the roof,
Right.
doing this professional.
Let's see what happens here.
All right, everybody get some caterer uniform.
Yeah.
We're gonna head in during the gala.
Everybody
When they
get
have-
aboard. You should find
they have the
yourself
Constitution-
at the bottom of this map.
In the preservation.
Oh my goodness. Cue the scary music.
Okay. Yeah, the map just suddenly loaded in. It was like a outline for a long time.
Being a little slow tonight. Thank you,
Yep.
Comporium. Oh, well, you don't have Comporium. What am I talking about?
Nope, it's just roll 20, man.
With that, however, as you approach this rather large building, it looks to be like this hexagonal building that is exceedingly large and rises up above you, crowned with like a glittering domed roof. At the very front, a double set of doors under a gold and stoned archway are closed. You see nothing other than the cracked stone floor that seems to go all the way around the building.
These doors appear to be trapped or unlocked.
Looking at them, they could easily be locked. Trap, you see nothing visible.
That's 17.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you roll. A 17. You investigate and fiddle around with it, and it does not seem to be locked at all.
Check your whispers.
I'll
Yep,
open the
I'm
door.
seeing it now. For the person that whispered me, that is correct. Without me having to type it, that is correct. Yes, you did.
Just real quick, David.
You realize the door is not locked as you fiddle with it, Vigor. Go ahead, Corbin.
Yeah, I apologize. Zach, what I was trying to say is your token may not be reflecting the hit dice used during the short rest, or if you chose to not use them. I just wanted to remind all that David's giving us a chance to use the short rest and roll hit die should you want that.
Yeah, I rolled hit die, but it's reflecting my HP from the last battle.
Okay, so it may just be a glitch.
Let me try to delete my character.
For some reason, they're not.
Yeah, he had that problem last week too.
Yeah, they didn't want to sync up, and I don't know why. So you may have to change it on the token versus changing it just in D&D Beyond. You may have to do it in both places. And I don't know, like I say, I don't know why that is all of a sudden.
Do you see my token get loaded on the board? Because I am still no visibility.
It's all the way at the bottom.
Right.
I am.
You got loaded on top of somebody else.
Yeah, I think you did. There it is.
I still have no vision.
But I say now it reset everything. That's awesome. Hang on,
20s. Yeah, please work your magic. Make something work.
Yeah.
No refresh on a table. Just saying.
Yeah. I didn't refresh.
Oh,
Okay,
no. I got you. I'm just saying for the beach.
I mean, we'll be still on the TV, right?
I hope to still put at least the map on the TV, and you can put all your minis and everything on the TV. Yeah, you'll use your minifigs and move them around like normal, and I'll just digitally put the map, but you'll move your tokens and everything.
Vigor, have you searched, or not searched, but looked at the opening mechanism, like a lock or anything like that?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Have you investigated the door, the lock itself?
It's unlocked.
Oh, it's unlocked? Okay.
It's unlocked.
Do you want me to open it?
I had said I opened it.
Sorry,
Okay,
I didn't hear
That's
that
all right.
part. So Eleander or Vigor comes up to it. He notices it's not locked, and he just pushes the door open. In doing so, it reveals just quite a cluttered chamber. You see what looked to be suspended from a ceiling was a series of dragon bones that have completely fallen off the ceiling and crashed into the floor. It's extremely spacious in this particular area. However, there is a little bit of frost that covers the floor in some areas. You see numerous artifacts from ages past. You see world maps and statues and weapons of war and just all kind of items that you would have seen in any number of museums. However, what catches your eye in particular, at the very back of the area, you see a creature that is unlike anything you've ever seen before. At some 30-foot long looking monstrosity that looks to be shaped like a funnel, and it kind of resembles a bit of an anemone, but on one end of it, the funnel, the large end of the funnel, is a round tooth-filled maw that on the wide end is surrounded by like these rubbery cilia, and then around that it actually has 4 arms, like appendages that come out from around that toothy mouth. One end of it has those clawed hands. The opposite end of the funnel, as it tapers down, almost forms into a tail with a massive stinger on it. It's unlike anything you have ever seen before. The museum is open, and other than that, it looks exceedingly cluttered, like the place has been in a crash.
Leander typed something in chat, Dad. He said that this is where the second book of Arl is, and that it would give us a huge advantage. Did we all know that? Or is that something only Eleander knew?
I think that's something.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about the second book.
I don't either.
Neither do I.
I don't remember. He's obviously told you now, so that I don't know
Yeah.
that it matters. He lost an eye for that mistaken question and information for everybody that was here that night.
Oh, that's right. Was that? Yeah, that was the. I was there for the eyes.
Yeah, he lost an eye for that.
I was not here for that one.
I also lost an eye that night.
Yes, Vigor can tell you he also lost an eye
That's
for a bit of information.
reflected in his profile picture now. Which is cool.
I'm gonna pull out the professor, and I'm just gonna do the iPhone on FaceTime thing. What do you think?
Right.
What's
You're
going
gonna
on? What
switch
do we
the
look at?
camera views.
I get it.
What do we look at?
iPhone. I get it. That's funny.
Yeah.
iPhone.
He is like the other things you have showed him, only read and heard about things of Netherese as he's tried to collect knowledge over centuries. This is, you get the feeling that if he was a real person, he probably would have died of excitement and joy. Just, he wants you to show him everything. He wants to see the statues. He wants you to hold him next to the tables and the weapons and the crystals, and he wants you to give him the grand tour and the show around. He is just beside himself. However, he does suddenly become worried and worries to you. As you move him around the room, Vigor, do you do anything in particular will you give me kind of a marching pattern as you're kind of going around and what you do other than holding him out to look?
I probably just walk to like here, and then just do like this with him, and ask him what he wants.
Okay. Well, he definitely wants closer. He wants you to show him, obviously the globes. He wants you to show him the dragon. He wants you to show him the organ. He wants you to move him around so he can get it very close and invest.
So yeah, I'll take him. I'll take him to whatever he asks to. Let's go look at the dragon and the globes and the organ and the statues.
You pass by any number of things. And as you walk around the room, does anybody else do anything while Vigor and the professor is doing this?
I'm probably 5 feet away listening in because I want to be able to articulate or add
I'll move y'all together.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I see a lot of discussion over there. Is that
Me and Eleander are having a whole conversation.
Is that what's going on? Y'all were just talking over there?
Yeah, they're having a whole conversation in chat.
Roland or Ernest, are y'all doing anything, or are y'all part of that conversation?
I'm part of that conversation.
Okay, I
you
could
told
see
my
your
god
name,
to fuck off, and I'm not having it.
What about
Probably
you,
just
Alex?
idly looking around.
Alex is eating. Clearly, Alex is eating way too much beef jerky. He just wants to sit down somewhere. All right. So what happens with Vigor and Corvus as you move this professor around? You find yourself up on the stage, and as you were standing there, there is a white plaque in front of this creature. And looking at it, the professor just quickly tells you what the plaque says, and it tells you that he tells you that it's that. He says it is an ancient creature. He says this specimen is amazing that it's still fully intact. They used to dwell in the Underdark, and in far realms, the Faerun were these malevolent aberrations that were just master spellcasters and highly resistant to magic, and they were all telepathic and controlled the weak-minded. They strived to erase all other beings from existence and were known to cause the collapse of multiple old empires and cities. And they would use that tail not only to poison, but to sting and inject their eggs into other things so that they could be reborn. Kind of like the Slod do that y'all have met earlier. These things bred in a very similar manner. This creature, definitely something to be feared at the power that they had. But this one does, while in perfect condition, I mean, it does appear to be dead, but he does. He said it might be smart to abide by the do not touch rule.
Looking at all the dried blood all over my my leather and my clothes, just gonna back up 30 feet.
He's like, wait! I'm not done with my analysis.
You're going to do it from back here now.
I'm not done. Give me the Corvus. He don't have so much blood and stuff on him. Toss me the Corvus. I need this for my records.
Is there a case around this, David, or is it like just free?
It's not. It is actually suspended a little bit. When you look at it, it looks to be suspended from the ceiling by a dozen or more wires. With that plaque thing in the front.
Okay, so it wasn't plopped down there.
No, it wasn't just like flopped down there.
Gotcha.
And David, just in the chat, what's going on is Eleander just asked what detector magic is giving.
Are you gonna recast that, Eleander?
He said that when he first came in the room.
Okay, I didn't.
You probably missed it from all the chat.
I'm sure I did. You definitely detect magic on that Faerun creature, Eleander. No doubt about that it's magic. There is some magic radiating from it. So that's cool. As they wandered around the room, you cast detect magic. But you definitely get a magical aura that is coming off of that creature. Anything else, Eleander? And I definitely did not keep up with all that conversation between y'all, so I hope if I need something, you'll have to tell me.
No, it was more RP.
Yeah, if I see something, I'll let you know.
You got it. All right. Roland.
I've taken your advice. I am sitting on a comfortable-looking chair.
Yes. You sat in a chair that seems to be well-preserved for its age. Do you do anything, or are you just taking a seat?
Taking a seat, relaxing.
You got it. Brandon.
While they go explore the main center, I'm going to kind of like be looking at maybe the atlas. Looks like there's some goods on this table. Could I give like some investigation to see what I see?
You sure can.
All right.
You kind of pick the orb up and look at it, and it doesn't look to immediately be anything that you have run across. However, what does happen is immediately in front of you,
Oh God.
one of the Moggen simply appears out of nowhere, and he looks at you and he steps forward and he tries to basically take the orb from your hand and put it back on the desk, and he simply says, "Please do not touch the artifacts in the museum. They are for looking only."
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just, it caught my eye and I didn't see you right there. I mean, you just appeared out of the blue. And I'm going to, just nonchalantly kind of like put it back on the table, like looking at an eye, so
Like I
he
say,
knows.
he kind of assists you with that.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll-
All right, you put it back on the table, and he simply just steps back away from you and now continues to look at you and the other party members in the room.
So there's one Moggen in the room now that wasn't here before.
The only one that might have missed that would have been Roland. With his back completely against the wall, or against the chair, and it facing away.
Okay, I was just going by the assumption that it suddenly appeared. That's the only one that I currently see in the room, right? That
Yes, that is the only Moggen you currently see.
Okay, gotcha. And all of them just look, but not touch, because apparently it doesn't like that. And I'll.
Are
hand
you
it over.
asking the group, Ethan, or are you asking just out loud?
I probably would have walked up here with Eleander, since he kind of knows what's going on, and asked him a little quieter, seeing that there's a Moggen.
Okay. I'll let you answer that, Eleander, ever how you want, or do you just want me to tell him what the name of it is? Oh, that's cool. Eleander tells you that it's a book called Revelations of the Ice Dawn.
Okay. I'm going to come down over here to all these books. These are books, right?
Yes, they are.
I'm going to look to see if I can find one called Revelations of the Ice Dawn.
All right. Do you pilfer through them, or do
No.
you just how do you manage that?
I assume they're on a bookshelf, so they're not behind one another.
No, they're
I
on a
can
bookshelf.
Then I'm just gonna look to see if I can read it.
You
To
start
read the name on the spine or something.
Yeah, you start looking at their spines, looking for something called Revelations of the Ice Dawn, and as you finish and kind of look at the spines of all those books, you don't see it. You don't see any book with that title.
Okay, what about this big old scroll over here?
You move to look at it, and obviously not a book, but you look at it and it has a language that you don't know, but it is clearly not a book of any sort.
Have I seen this language before?
I think you have. You know that it is the Larose language of the
Larose.
Yeah, the Larose language of the Netherese.
Okay.
Oh, Eleander just told you kind of where you should be looking, or what he saw.
Okay. Then I guess that's my turn. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I missed anybody. Jumping back to you, Eleander.
Did you hit me? But I can wait for next time.
I may not have. I may have accidentally missed you coming down the line. Go ahead, Corvus.
Mine's very, very simple. I just want to walk over and look up the staircase to the far right and just see if it's been walked down recently. Is there any kind of indication of people? And I can roll a survival check if need be.
You can definitely hit me with a survival check as
Yeah,
you move over.
because I'm not really good at that. I'm going to throw a little advantage, or not advantage, but guidance. So it's a total of 13.
You look over these stairs, and if you didn't, you're not 100% sure, not being the best of trackers,
Mhm.
but definitely something has moved up and down these stairs recently. Could it have been the Moggin? Maybe. You're not sure on the tracks. There's a number of tracks that are here, so sorting them is kind of hard for you.
Right.
You can't really pull out that track you want, but you know something has been here and it has moved up and down these stairs fairly recently.
Okay, well, it's a good thing for me. LA moved with me, so I just kind of do hand and arm signals to him, pointing to him, and kind of doing some multiple size tracks in case someone is listening to us. And that ends my go.
You got it. Let me move back to you, Eleander.
Sure. For mine, can I make since me and Zaris have had a pretty productive conversation, RP wise, can I make a bird sound to get his attention and point out the Moggin? And kind of make like I'm gonna open my sword?
There is no doubt that you heard the Moggin. Everybody would know that except maybe Roland. Like when it reappeared, like a librarian, it told Ernest that things were for looking, not touching. Let's put that back. You heard him speak in the quiet of this area. So no, that like I say, there's no doubt in my mind that you would have already heard him, and like I say, Zaris would already know.
Okay. Since Corvus pointed out the steps, can I move up and roll survival to see if I can see any more details about these footprints or whatever it is?
Give it to me. About the same as he got. You can tell that the stairs have been used fairly recently, but pulling out different foot tracks or different prints in the little frost and dirt or whatever that's all around here seems a little too cluttered. Not quite able to pull it out and see what's what. But you do know it was used, I mean, within weeks or days. Anything else? You going up or staying?
I won't go up until the party goes up, but we didn't see a staircase down, did we?
You did not. Only up.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna wait at the corner and kind of tuck myself in case anything comes down.
All right. Roland, anything else? You gonna just chill?
I guess I'll come group up with the party.
Anything? Is that it?
Yeah.
You got it, Brandon.
I'll just. I mean, does it look like the party's about to make a move to do something?
It doesn't. I mean, they could easily be going up the stairs, but they haven't made that move yet.
Right. I think I'll just come up and join them. Just gonna be like, have you found anything yet? Seems like we do have company though. And I'll just kind of like not point to it, but just kind of like, with my eyes kind of like point back to our
give you the head nod.
Yep.
And it's clear that the Moggin is watching what you do.
It's a dose.
Corvus, back to you.
I'm gonna, now that Ellie is positioned in a good location, and as far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna look at this map. I have, as a shipwright, I have some knowledge of coastlines, what's traversable from point A to point B in a general Sword Coast event. I want
Right.
to look at it from a historical standpoint as far as its age and its relevance to where we are now.
You look at it and kind of give it a quick glance over, and to you and in your mind, it looks to be, if you would have initially thought maybe the map is just not finished. Maybe this is a map that somebody was working on and they just didn't finish it. Because there's so many things that are missing, and as you are looking at it, like you realize that the three major cities on the west coast of Faerun, Neverwinter, Waterdeep, what's the third big city over there? What am I missing? Neverwinter,
Candlekeep.
Waterdeep, Candlekeep. That's kind of a little further off.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. You realize that they're nothing. They're not even mentioned on the map or shown in any legend, and that where places like Waterdeep should be, you see that it looks to be marked as a elven city. Like the map doesn't show what's in your head. Like things that should be in those locations in your head, you look at it and you're like, holy crap, that's not right. Something's not right there. I mean, you look at where you started and lived for so long in Luskan, it's not this big huge city. It's shown as just a speck on the map, as this small little town.
Mm-hmm.
And completely named something else, but you see, like I guess the word Luskan, in part of it, it looks to be called the town of Illusk, Illusk, instead of Luskan. And it's just this small little town, not the big bustling city of Luskan. And as you look at the map, it's a little off-putting to you.
Okay. Clearly, this is the map is ancient and predates most of our recollection of the world that we know it. Is that tie in the room to the point where what we've passed through to where we're standing now is reflectant of a museum or even a memorial of sorts? Is this just a collection of timepieces?
It looks to be, yeah, like a collection of timepieces that someone would store in a museum. And at the time which you've put together, that was a map of the world. But it is a map of the world some 2,000 years ago.
Okay. Yeah, the map's priceless. Yeah, I'm done with my turn. I'm just going to turn towards the dragon because it doesn't look like it's purposely placed there.
It was hanging from the ceiling. You can see the
was.
wires where it was, and it's completely collapsed and fell into the floor when the city crashed.
Okay, so it wasn't something that recently died like 50 years ago or something like that?
No. Vigor.
I'm just going to keep shuffling the professor around. I'll be like, yes, here is a map that is a placement at Denny's. This appears to be the Elephant Man's bones, the shards of Narsil over here.
Yeah, he is
I'm gonna go
everything he can to absorb anything and everything you will show him.
And then I'll come to here and go, can you read this?
Yes, he can read that.
What does it say?
You give me just one quick second, and I will tell you exactly what it is. He tells you that it is an ancient play that was written in Laros, and that it was like if it, in today's terms, he tells you that if like a Shakespeare type thing, it was a figure that just made these amazing plays, and it was called the Blasphemy of Kings. And he tells you it had something to do with 5 siblings and taking the throne from their late father, and it had protagonists, and it just revealed all this stuff through the dead, and it was just this amazing play that clearly they probably put on in the city at one time, and how they had a cataclysmic event and it destroyed the kingdom, and he kind of reads all of it out as the scroll, from what little bit he can read and what he had pulled together from his own reading. But it was a play, one of the biggest plays ever, called The Blasphemy of Kings.
Gonna
Anything
try
else?
something. Gonna
Okay.
try something.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to steal this in such a way that the docent doesn't see me.
Here we go.
All right. You reach and touch that scroll,
Mhm.
and the minute you touch it,
The minute
A
I touch it,
second.
okay.
Maugin
That's a blooded
reappears.
test. Okay, that told me what I needed. Okay.
A second Maugin reappears right near you and at the bookshelf. And he says, "Please, things are for looking, not
Oh, I'm sorry. Your signs have fallen down. You might want to get some ropes that are made of velveteen or something to put in front of them. I apologize.
However, what he says different from what you heard the first time. He says, "This is your party's second warning. Please adhere to these rules."
Ouch.
Oh, okay. Hear that, guys? Don't touch the stuff.
It's very no emotion. It's very
Touch the
construct
stuff.
and driven.
Don't
says-
touch the stuff.
He
Oh,
says
okay.
it as very matter of factly, and then in a very stoic manner, he steps back and is completely motionless, other than the turning of the construct's head as he watches the party. You now have 2 Maugin.
All right. That'll be me then.
You got it. Zaris.
I am gonna go join Eleander on the stairs. And wait for him to take point because he knows what he's looking for.
Okay. Then it's back around to you, Eleander. You got a follower in Zaris. You hear a little commotion back around the other side of the stairs, which I think you can see from right there. Technically not. But you definitely hear the voice of the Maugin speak again, and it's not the one that you can see. So what would you like to do, Eleander? We need to contain the others. It's here for a good time, not a long time, said Speedy.
With
Okay.
him saying he'll hold to move.
It sounds like Eleander's trying to tell y'all that he is about to move upstairs, but he is waiting for y'all to be ready to go with
Yeah, Zaris would give a whistle and wave his hand for everybody to come
him. Move
to the stairs.
Okay, sorry, Professor. We're going upstairs.
Yeah. So, everybody going to try to group up and start heading up? Are you doing something different, Corvus, before I? Nope,
No,
guess not.
I'm intrigued, but safety rules all.
Okay, I'm gonna move you real quick upstairs. This is probably gonna look a little weird at first. Nah, not too bad. I need to reverse it. Whoa.
I'm digging these maps, man.
Pretty close, I think. So you move up into another section of this upper section of this museum. This almost looks to be a study area, and while you do not hear anything going on, or do not see anything going on. You hear a number of what sounds like wind blowing through the area. However, what catches your eye specifically is the poor penguin that looks to have been killed
No!
up the top of the stairs. Do people want to? You're probably right, Eleander. Detect magic would have went off. Do people want to wait 10 minutes for him to redo that again? Or are you going to move forward?
Does Detect Magic take another 10 minutes to cast?
If
Or
he
is
doesn't use a spell slot, it would.
Okay.
I mean, I can burn a slot.
Did he get all the magic that was downstairs? Was there anything else that was magical other than...
The pass that he went, he did not run into any other magic.
Does Detect Magic last like 10 minutes? An hour?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Just 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the wizard seeing another library is going to throw. I'll burn a spell slot. I'm casting it right off the bat.
You just going to burn it?
Yeah.
Okay. No need to wait 10 minutes, Eleander. You see Corvus actually cast the spell, which you obviously recognize.
Yeah, I agree. Anything glowing in that radius?
Every once. Let me think. That's interesting. You do not immediately detect anything in your detect magic radius, but as you cast a spell, you feel that the wind in the room almost change direction.
I look at Ellie to see if he's doing any kind of manipulation of the energy.
No, I think what happens is as we're going up the stairs and I see that people are taking a delay, I start the ritual and Corvus can kind of catch me and say, I got it. And so knowing that he does that, and after the conversation I've had with Ethan, sorry.
Nope.
I'm going to let Corvus go first, but I'm going to keep a literal hand on his shoulder and my sword in my on hand right behind him. So if he sees anything, he can, like, lean or yell, and I'll pull him out of the way. I feel like this is...
Wherever he moves, we'll put you right behind him.
Gotcha.
Perfect.
Okay.
Bodyguard.
Vigor's gonna squint his eyes, and can I use Eye for Detail to see if there's something invisible in here, or a hidden creature?
Hit me. Give me a perception. I heard... Oh, there it is. You really start to focus on the environment. And as Zaris looks like... I know he's probably not meaning to. Are you jumping up on that table, Zaris?
Oh, nope. Sorry, I didn't. It kind of blends in with the orange.
I didn't figure
look.
That's what you were doing, and I might be able to change that aura.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. I'll zoom in closer. I was zoomed kind of far out.
Vigor, you notice that every once in a while, you see that those as the wind moves, it's actually coalesced into a certain 5-foot area as it moves. There is something there, but it's almost like the actual wind. But there is something there, and almost like the actual wind.
So I will telepathically tell the party that, starting with Eddie, and then going to Eleander, then Ernest, Roland, Zaris.
I respond back to him, Ghost, ?
Unclear. Some kind of coalescing wind? Maybe like a servant that is unseen or something? A wind that is blowing? Or I don't know.
But they're definitely moving about.
But it definitely has some kind of pattern to it. a process behind it.
I don't want to move too far and throw everyone off. So if you want to go in particular
does
order,
Ernest? I guess we'll keep it going down the line. I know Eleander is right behind Corvus. Josh did something. Roland, you gonna do anything? What you up to, Roland?
I'll just observe the area.
Just gonna keep observant.
Yeah.
You noticed you kind of, now that it's been pointed out, you notice it as well. If you could see it, it could be something invisible, but it's moving. They move around the room. If nothing else, Brandon.
Yeah. I mean, has anyone tried to follow the spirit, or is it like visible enough that we can see it easily with the naked eye?
Technically not visible at all, but because of the papers and the debris that is in the area and the wind that it makes, you do see, in a sense, a little bit of a disturbance. You want to try something?
I don't have anything really I can try, but except maybe try to talk to the spirit. I think I have comprehend divine as one of my languages, and I think I might just be like, "Hello, friend." Just kind of in. Let me make sure I have that language before I say anything. I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, little celestial.
So, tell me give me that again.
I'm just going to, go to roughly where I sense the presence or whatever, and in celestial, I'm just going to be like, "Hello, friend." Just know.
You speak celestial, but you get no answer back. But I think you would probably feel that wind maybe pass by you and change direction, so you know that it was for a second that it was close. And you also notice that there are multiple of them. What felt like went by one direction from you, the Corvus and Eleander, they kind of felt like something over on the other side. So it is definitely not just one.
I'm just wondering. I'm thinking of something stupid, but I don't know if that's going to drive us immediately into combat. If I potentially try to fairy fire them to illuminate where they're at.
If you wanted, yeah, you could try to do a fairy fire in an area, 20 by 20 area, and see if you do it. All I would need is you to give me a perception roll to see if you catch one, and then it would simply be casting the spell.
Okay. And I'm not going to cast it really, if I'm not for reasonably certain it's,
You're pretty certain on that one, especially in a 20 by 20 area. What is your DC?
My DC, I have not used that in a minute. Hold on. It is 15, Dex 15.
Dex 15? All right, you do it, and it does not make it. I'll just say you do it in front of you since you've got a bookcase on either side. You throw out your 20 by 20 area in this section right here, and things start to glow. Immediately, however, when you do that, this image reappears basically out of nowhere. in what looks to be the actual, in a sense, wind itself. Definitely an elemental of some sort. I don't think you guys have ever actually run across it.
Hmm.
But it is a wind-looking elemental that is now glowing.
And does it look hostile, David?
I don't think it gives. It doesn't really have a face, in a sense. I mean, you would see maybe a face in the wind.
I don't know, man. That token looks kind of hostile.
Well, I mean, obviously it could be. I can show you what the token looks like. I mean, it could be hostile, but it doesn't really have a face in a sense.
I mean, the picture shows the person getting his face gashed up. And, yeah.
Right.
know.
but-
Performing CPR.
yeah. He's trying to save the
Yeah,
man.
right.
Yeah. Little Miss So-and-so's got those quantum physics books.
Okay, so we at least know where one of them's at, and it doesn't seem to be right now actively.
You make it glow, but it does not seem to attack you off of that spell. It doesn't seem to do anything just from that.
Ooh, this is disconcerting, and I feel the presence of a bunch of them just kind of brush past me, I'll give up my turn because I know it's been going on for a while.
You got it. Brandon. Well, we did Corvus and we did Josh. So let's just start it. Corvus, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to continue down. We all see the apparition, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
No doubt about you see it glowing.
Yeah. Just head nod to Ellie because I know what he's doing now. 5, 10, 15, 20. Does anything pick up after 20 feet of movement in that location?
No, as far as detect magic goes, no, it doesn't. You don't ping any magic, as say magical creatures do
Right.
not ping magic, or creatures summoned by magic don't ping magic.
In Draconic, I will whisper to not the spell, but just low tone voice to the apparition and tell it. We will look but not touch, but watch for the gold one as he has sticky fingers and smile at it. And now I'm going to move another 10 this way around the corner. Ellie chuckles. Is anything hit with my magic radar?
Still no.
Oh, well, that's 30 feet. I did my free action. Just a cursory look. Is there anything different from the side? A theme like there was downstairs, a certain nautical or exploration theme, or
Not really. This almost looks to be a more like a research area.
Gotcha.
Like if you had found something before it would have been displayed, you would have brought it and researched it and documented it and that sort of thing.
Okay.
That's more along the lines of what this comes across as.
And these spider webs, they're not necessarily for effect. Those are actually there.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. I yield my turn.
You got it, Vigor.
Vigor is going to telepathically hit Corvus and go, is there something in particular we are looking for?
The rhyme's got something here, a piece of the puzzle. Ellie's on high alert.
Okay, then I'll hit up Ellie. Ellie, is there something in particular we're looking for?
He's typing.
Purple everywhere. Okay. Anything specific in this room full of magic?
No, the biggest thing, he just knows that his vision showed him a book sitting on a table, and there was this purple swirl of magic that seemed to be around the book.
Does he know the book? Does he know the title of the book?
He does. Eleander knows the title of the book.
Would you tell me the title of the book? Because I don't know.
It
Because
was called
I haven't heard that as a character yet.
Right. Oh, I thought he told everybody. It was called Revelations of the Ice Stone.
So I'm going to use my eye for detail and take a look around and see if I can spot that anywhere.
Well, you definitely notice. I mean, you notice immediately that nothing here, other than maybe that air-looking elemental, nothing here has that purple glow that Eleander was shown. It showed him a room that it was in, and it's not here. You don't see any of that as far as what his description had as being in a purple, or being in a room with this purple magic everywhere.
Okay. All right. Well, I will relay that information back to Eleander. I do not see purple here. I just see book.
Yeah, you see nothing like what he described.
Sorry, I've been looking and I do not see, but I will continue to look, and that'll be me.
Zareth.
I will cut across to this way.
Yep.
And start looking down the aisles for the book as well.
Again, you start kind of glancing around the area. No purple magic anywhere. Very easy to see that it's not there.
Is this a hallway down here at the end?
It is a door.
A door?
Yep.
Did you move me?
I did not, no.
Oh, then it must have caught the wall. Is it unlocked?
You reach down, grab it. Definitely unlocked.
I would like before I open it.
Sure.
To whistle that same bird whistle to Eleander.
Okay.
And get him to come over here. Because I think I may have found something.
He's whistling for you, Eleander. Okay. He tugs on you, Corvus, and y'all head that direction.
Okay.
I'm going to move you both real quick to keep it together.
And now that they're both here, I'm going to open the door.
Gotcha. As people are standing around and checking things out, you can definitely feel those wisps and air moving around the room. Corvus, or Zareth, reaches down and he pulls the handle, and as quick as he pulls the handle, immediately you recognize the Arcanoloth sitting at the table right in front of the doors. And he says, "Come in! I've been waiting! It's taking you guys way too long to get here. I really expected you here sooner. I don't know how you guys get off track the way you do."
I full on let out a growl that
I was about to
just
say the
loud
same
enough for
thing.
Zareth to hear.
I was just about to do the same thing. I growl.
Like very pack wolf shit.
Right?
Mhm.
Can I cast message before I come in the room so that I'm out of his sight?
If you're going to cast it from outside, but
yeah,
I mean,
'cause we're all standing at the door.
yeah, it's definitely clear that his verbiage knows you're there. Let's put it that way.
No, that's fine. I want to cast message like I've seen Vigor do, where I ping Zaris and then Brandon, and then Roland and then Eddie, and just like immediately it's like the thought of spread out and attack. It's like not even words. It's more like a nature documentary image of how wolves hunt. It's not like verbal sentences.
Gotcha.
The Arcanoloth. Give me one good reason we shouldn't just cut you in half.
He says, "Don't be silly, cat boy. Puss peepers. Don't be silly.
Who are you calling puss peepers?
I was able to get what he wants," and he points right at Eleander.
What makes you think we can't take it from you?
Because if you kill me, you'll never get it. And he'll be so distraught. But what I can't do is get what I want. So it sounds like you're going to get what I want for me, and I will give you the book.
What it sounds like is you're gonna give me the book, and then I'll think about it.
Oh, that deal's not going to work, my friend. Not going to work.
I'm not particularly fond of yours either.
Well, that's the only deal that's going to be happening today. And he kind of gets up, and he walks across the room, and he comes over to the door. And he
I'm
says,
hot on his tail.
He says, "Here's the problem." And he reaches over and he unlatches it.
Oh boy.
And there you see that room that he's in. He said, "I figured out what I needed to do to get the Revelations book. I figured it out. But as a single person, I cannot get the book of keeping." That's cool. For the person that whispered me. Have at it. He says, "I can't get it. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know if they've barred it from people like me, but I can't get it. That's what I know. I've tried and tried, and I'm a pretty smart guy, but I cannot get in there."
Why do you want this book so bad? What's so special about the book of keeping?
You don't need to know nothing about that. It's not your area of expertise.
Well then, fuck you. I'm not getting it. You tell me what's so good about it, and then I might get it.
So if I tell you, then we have a deal.
Maybe. I don't really lead this group, but you're gonna tell us, and we'll discuss it.
Then let's talk. And he kind of comes back over to the desk. "I'll be happy to tell you what the Book of Keeping does. And I'll be happy to give you your Revelations book, Mr. Eleander. I'll be happy to give it to you. It was a little hard to get out of that room, and I used a lot of resources to get it. But I think we can make a trade."
So, what's the book do?
The book I'm looking for, the Book of Keeping, is a book that contains real names. Not fake names, not made-up names that your mama gave you. Real names. But not your real name or Eleander's real name. I don't care about that. We're talking real names of demons. Real names of devils. It's got the real names in it. That's what I'm looking after.
What do you want with... What do you need those so bad for? What's your plan?
Because in real names comes real power. Do you know what you can do if you know a devil's real name?
Let me guess. Summon it through a microscope, looking glass.
Well, something like that.
Hmm.
I mean, they'll basically kind of do whatever you want when you know their real name. I mean, your magic user friends knows this to be true. This ain't some fib. I want the Book of Keeping with some real names in it. However, I wasn't able to get it. They apparently warded it to my kind. But I bet you fellas can get in there.
What'd you do with the Revelations book?
Oh, I've hit it on another plane.
Are you working with her or for her?
Oh, that's a good question, because now you have me stumped. Her who?
I look at Ellie.
If he's saying that out loud, he is correct. I'm assuming he's saying that out loud to you, Elliot, or Corvus.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Because he does look at you and says, her who? And
Well.
if Eliander says that, he goes, her. Oh, her! Yeah, we're not in league. I'd much rather just continue to travel the plains and collect some power. I'm just glad I stumbled across this place.
What was the guy's name? The devil that the people who died on that mountainside. What was his name? Does anyone remember?
Yeah, hold on.
Leviticus.
Yes, Leviticus. That's right.
Levistus.
Leviticus.
Levistus. Leviticus is a book of the
Yes,
Bible.
I gotcha. I misspoke. Sorry.
From
You're good.
the purple room,
Lionel Richie is the only other
y'all
L
just
word
hear
I
all
know.
kind of shit fall off the shelves, for the lack of a better word.
Yeah. I'm just going to say, now I want to say Leviticus again, Levistus,
Levistus.
and see if it triggers a response. In fact, I'll do an insight if he turns a certain way. See if he reacts a certain way. Body language or mannerism or...
So what do you? I want to make sure I understand what
I
you're
literally
trying
want
do.
to say the word because that's a name, a proper name is something that he may be familiar with. Even if he doesn't recognize it, I want to see his body language.
You gonna say Levistus to him?
Yeah, I'm going to say it like Levistus.
He says, exactly. I don't know that his name is in it, but how awesome would that be if his true name was in that book and I could control Levistus? How great would that be?
For what purpose? What would you use it for?
Power. Whatever purpose I wanted. If you have a devil's true name or a demon's or whatever, you control them. They have no choice. That's what I want. And you can have your precious Revelations book. But I can't get through that portal. And I bet you can. Apparently they don't they warded it against my kind.
Oh, is this the portal you're talking about to the left?
Yep. Or at least what he's pointing at that looks like a book.
What have you tried so far? How have you failed?
I can't plane travel in it. I can't touch it. It does nothing when I do other than burns my hands. It's clearly warded against my species. Whatever they did, they didn't want my kind or anything like me getting through it. But I bet y'all can get through it. I'd bet money.
How much?
The bard creeps around the corner.
Enough gold that weighs of this book right here. But is gold really what you're looking for? If that sweetens this deal and moves things along, I'll throw in some gold. I'm willing to make an honest bargain here. You get my book, I give you your book. No joking. No scam. No cheating.
So everyone read what Ellie put.
That is about as dead on correct as you can get.
Devil. Huh.
Well, not necessarily devils. They're Yugoloths. They're like their own little warps species type of thing. They're pretty bad, or can be.
Are they like more on the chaotic, or they're more devil-like?
They're not like devils, and they're not like demons at all. But they are. I mean, they're kind of fall on the neutral evil.
Okay, good.
They are
Gotcha.
evil, but they're not just crazy evil like demons. But they're not lawful or like devils. They're in it for their own gain.
Benefactors.
Yeah, Eleander or Zach's nailing it.
So is everybody willing to? Is everybody?
Fuck you, Elliot.
Is everybody willing to work with this guy?
I want something after what he did before.
I have
can't
no
say I-
context because I was away when you guys met this guy, but just from what he's saying, I don't think I would help him.
Yeah, but we need to.
Quick question.
According to what Ellie's saying, if it can kill Arl, potentially for good,
So two
then
notes. I have a note and a question. That's out of character, but I would have described that because I rolled well enough on my something the first time we ran into him that my character would also know that. But also, did he hear us when we messaged each other last time, or am I remembering that wrong?
When you messaged each other, like from when you cast the spell?
Yeah.
No, he would not have heard your messaging unless you had to speak out loud.
Okay, I remember that we got overheard in the library. I know he can probably tell that I'm casting, and I look at Vigor and I cast message really quick and go, "We need to talk away from him."
You can't see
Definitely.
Vigor. You haven't seen him in a while.
No, I can see you. You're right here.
No, you can't see me.
Well, I was about to say,
Then I do it to Corvus.
yeah, I was about to say, Vigor has technically been invisible until about the time of what you're, in a sense of what you're doing.
Then
Vigor, to
you're
answer your
not
question, I
Corvus.
do think it burns the charge because you are trying to do it. It's just not an actual object. If that explains it right.
Okay. Alright, Vigor appears then.
He does know that you are casting it as he watches you cast that spell. I mean, 27. He says, "Look, we're all talking freely here. There's no need to keep these secrets. I told you what I have to offer. I'm looking for a yes or no. I mean, either I go along my way and find some other schmucks to get it for me, and I got to bring them here, and then I got to tell them what. I mean, it's too many hoops. You're here, and I have what Mr. Eleander wants. It's
We've
not
ki-
very complicated, fellas.
We've killed all the schmucks to get to this point. What is it for us? What do we get?
You're about to get a book that this gentleman right here deeply wants. And you're such good friends. You want to help each other, I can tell. And I'll throw in a little coin to sweeten the deal."
How about an eye? Can you give us an eye? 2 eyes specifically.
2 eyes. You mean like real eyes?
Yes. Lifts the eye patch. So the empty spot in his head.
He says, "You know what? If I had a couple Ezerat's eyes, I would give them to you. Maybe there's a couple in the city."
What is
but
an Ezeret eye?
It's a magical eye. You can put it right in your head, and it'll make you see like you never lost your eye at all. There's you some free information. So are we good to go? Sounds like we're working out a deal here.
Seems that way.
I'm gonna
Seems that
insight
way.
check this fucker.
I think specific wording is very important, and I suggest we agree to find the Book of Keeping and return it to this room. I have a suggestion about how we should do that, but I don't want to say it anywhere near him.
He is being honest. He is willing to make a trade of the Revelations book for the Book of Keeping. He is willing to make that trade, and he's willing to throw in gold coin, and he is not lying, which is why I'm not going to roll deception. He
Gotcha.
wants that book, and he's willing to make that happen to do it. When you say, we agree to find the Book of Keeping and return it to this room, he instantly says, no, you're going to find that book, you're going to bring it to me, I'm going to take it, and I am going to give you the revelations of the Ice Dome. He says, that's the deal. And he is not trying to lie. He is being exceedingly truthful.
Why did you kill the penguin?
Because he ran from me. I'm the one that rescued him. I'm the one that gave him sentience. And that's how he repays me, by siding with y'all?
Doesn't give you the right to be a dick.
You enslaved him.
Yes, I did. And made his life considerably better. Considerably.
Does he look better now?
Oh, he doesn't look better now. Doesn't look better.
So,
Maybe he could have
did
been
not
eaten
make
by
his
a
life better.
shark or a seal or something. Who knows?
At least that would have been natural.
Oh, he died naturally. He died.
Zaris just growls a little bit.
I think he just looks at you with your growl. He says, look, I get it. You guys are a bit of a small mind. I get it. I want to make this happen. I want to make it happen. And it looks like you're kind of on board, but you're still standing here.
What's the rush?
Did you used to sell used chariots?
Serious.
Because you have the demeanor of a man who sells used chariots.
Maybe I did in a previous life. I don't know.
I say we go find a book.
Listen to
I'm
your
going
buddy.
to ping.
Bring me the book, and I will give you this one.
I'm
It's
going to
just that
ping everybody. Eleander, then Roland, then Brandon, then Corvus, and Zaris. Yes or no? Go after.
Yes.
Looks like Eleander's saying yes. Zaris said yes. Let's type in yes or no.
Does that also mean agree specifically to his exact conditions?
Well, he's not asking you to sign a contract, though this is a bit of a verbal, but this is not like the devil where you are signing a contract.
I didn't know if it was like the Fae or some other things that have like real weird kind of things
Right.
around like promises.
You are technically agreeing to make this happen.
And exactly how and when will you use these? Precisely.
He said he definitely tells you how is knowing the names. He says, like, when it will be advantageous to me, I'm not sure. He says I don't know when it'll be the most advantageous, but be guaranteed it's bound to happen eventually.
I'll ping Corvus back and say, it sounds like he wants it as something in his back pocket that he can use whenever he needs it.
Not likely.
I do not know how. I would demur to you when it comes to devil. You certainly understand their ways more than me.
Definitely. So, here's the question. Do we agree? You get the Book of Keeping, you bring it back to me, I take it from you, and you can have the Revelations of the Ice Stone. The second in a set of 2, right, Eleander? Wink, wink.
I'm so gonna stab this dude if we don't agree and leave.
Yes. We agree.
Excellent.
Zaris gets up from his chair, flips him off, and walks over to Vigor.
Then the
Vigor
deal
shrugs.
has been
Vigor shrugs and jumps in the portal.
Yeah,
Did
Zaris
the
is
deal-
right behind him.
has been struck. Everybody walks into this room with this purple light, and just as you jump through, I guess I need to make sure, is everybody jumping through?
Yes.
I don't want to. I
Might
don't
as
want to
well.
assume. You got it. Everybody makes the jump. And it's 8:39, so we'll take a quick 5-minute break while I get us all to the next map. But to give
Yep.
you just a
Sounds good.
small glance at it,
Oh,
Oh,
Whoa! What in the world?
should all see.
well,
it.
Hey, it's this map again from the Evil campaign.
Yeah. I'm having flashbacks.
I told you I had to extend some of these encounters to make them, to get us into February, because I truly
Sirs, is
thought
that your
initially
pappy?
we would be at. I thought we would be at the
Dad!
beach this weekend.
is that your pappy?
it's my dad.
What?
That's my dad. Look.
That's your mom. That's your
Oh,
mom.
Mom, sorry. Mom!
Maybe your mom and dad look similar. I don't know.
Well, it's got long hair. I just assumed it was a mane.
Maybe his dad identifies as his mom.
Yeah, Dad.
Maybe. Look at those.
Maybe
Look-
it's
Mom?
a hermaphrodite.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
2022.
Anyway, I'll be right back.
Yeah, me too.
E3.
I'm on a wireless headset. I'm just gonna walk around the house.
That's what I'm doing now. Cleaning up the kitchen. Brandon, any more thoughts on Dax? Are you still going with a fighter build or something else?
Yeah, it's gonna be fighter.
Nice.
As far as like balancing, I am still in the works of that currently. I am writing the backstory right now for Zach, and I'm hoping to get that done this weekend. Like I have it pretty much what I want in my head as far as like backstory, everything kind of like, you know, personality wise. I just gotta actually write it down and then actually get the stats, because I still am toying with what I'm going to like, I guess my what is it called, like your fighter proficiency, like your class or whatever.
Your background?
Class in that. Yeah.
Yeah. You're probably doing it the correct way. Story first, and then the mechanics follow that. And if everyone were to do what you're doing, we'd probably be more content in the long run, because you have purchase into your story and execution from that. And
Yep.
so good on you, man. I was just curious, because I think you and I are going to be like the frontliners. But
Yeah.
frontline is air quotes in a very heavy, potentially story-based campaign. So,
Yep.
but yeah, man, just if you have any mechanical questions, obviously anyone can ask that help you out. But there's been so much stuff recently with all the stuff that David has purchased digitally. You're going to find whatever you want to do mechanically that fits you. And if you go straight fighter, there's so many more subclasses and such you can pick. You are not going to have any problems.
Yeah, and that's my problem right there is, like, my background is, like, it's specific, but it's not specific enough to really delve into, like, specifically what, like, subclass of fighter Dax would be. And there has been a lot of content released recently that really flesh out not only the Dragonborn, but like a lot of the like nuances for some of these classes. And I'm just not that familiar with them. Like I know usually I go Battlemaster with Dax, the build that I use for like one-offs recently. But I've looked and I've just keep seeing things that are like, maybe.
Well, Battlemaster is still one of the fan favorites. Echo Knight apparently is pretty good as well. I'm not a melee dude fan myself, but I mean, when in doubt, just do a cursory YouTube search over the last 6 months because they are taking in most of the new content, so you're not ruling out, the older stuff. And go from there because you may just find a fan favorite happens to be yours, but you already have a story. So you're just overlaying the mechanics on top of the story, which is probably the best way to do it. So.
Yeah, I have to personally, I think I've mentioned this a few times before, but I always build the backstory first and have the character fall into place on that. I think that's just more interesting for me as a player because it allows me to have a say in terms of personality, kind of where was he born, kind of different things like that I could pull on to make RP more engaging.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned, that's primarily why I play D&D. Is I like the characters, I like the cool places and things you get to see. Much more than I do kind of the next round I'm going to min-max everything and.
Right. No, I gotcha. I morph between the roles. I enjoy both aspects, but I will lean heavier to one or the other if the group is lacking. I just kind of meld myself. I can min-max the shit out of things, but I can, probably at least a decent B with role playing if need be as well. But dude, the way that the Dragonborn are being portrayed now, I like it. They're more on the dragon side of the humanoid spectrum as opposed to humanoid part of it, and they're more in touch, I think, with their draconic nature, which I think is probably where they should have gone before. So you may find yourself not necessarily a barbarian, but mentally you may find yourself a little bit more rough around the edges, or you may find yourself very refined if you're a silver or gold dragonborn, or depending upon your lineage. So I would probably look at the dragons themselves as a template to pattern your behavior off of as a guide. So. Yeah, and Ellie's saying no rush, of course. I've just heard you.
I'm typing in the chat right now, but I guess I could say it around if he's at the keyboard. Yeah, pretty much. I've got pretty much in my head, I know what I want Dax be. I just have to actually write it down. So not only I have it, but if you want to pull some cool things for the campaign or different things like that, you have that available. Since I know you kind of build out things like that. But I do have some ideas. I just have to actually make the time, and time has been very scarce as of late with my job. Hopefully, which may get a little better, or I might find something else. But yeah, I want to get that done, and I probably will be at a position on Monday that I can like have that. And you said it was like a 1-2 hour kind of one-off type thing. Yep. Yeah, let me. I will keep you posted. Like, I will probably say something on Saturday, how I feel, and if I get the background in place, it's not going to be like a tremendous amount, maybe like a page, if that, or two. But just to kind of like build, some like rules around like, my character and, just kind of their alignment, things like that.
Yeah, man. And I know Ellie is, Zach is typing his little heart out. But just remember that we're all from the general area. So if you were to
Yes.
think like occupation or how you fit into the
Oh,
village or
I already
town.
have that. I already
Yeah.
have that. With like
Awesome.
Zach and I have already discussed this already, like in one-offs, but I need to actually write it down. Yeah. It's Dax is not going to be from that area originally. He's going to be like a native for maybe about. I'm kind of wavering between like 10, 20 years, maybe a little longer. But yeah, he's not going to be a lifelong resident. You probably would have context of like things outside of like, what was it, the glade of blah blah blah. I can't
Right.
remember off the top of my head.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, yes. Like I said, I've thought a lot about this just because I've had a lot of time with this character, and I had a lot of fun playing it in the one-off. So I'm like, you know what? Let me build this out a little bit, or at least mentally.
Yeah. Sounds like you got a good approach.
Yeah. But what about you? You said you were like leaning towards like a fighter, like on the more magic side of things.
Yeah, I'm going to do a Blade Singer.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
So-
I will be running around you, but not staying in one spot for long periods of time. But I will be helping you
Yeah.
out up front.
When I first started thinking about it, Eddie, I batted around the idea of a Blade Singer.
Yeah. Because I lean towards magic users all the time.
Yep.
And I'm trying to break my mold. I think a great way to edge in that direction is a Blade Singer. But
Yeah.
You can definitely do some neat things with it,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. The past like 2 characters I've had have been magic users, and I'm like, I want to turn Brain off and do shit tons of damage. Have fun RPing.
Yeah, Zach, unfortunately, I don't know why that bothers too hard of a word, but I try to find that niche that someone's not filling, and I try to fill it. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I took one of my feats in this game to get the sleight of hands proficiency with I can't remember what feat it's called, but I'm able to gain a +1 of intelligence, and I get a skill.
Skilled expert.
Yeah, skill expert. I did that because we didn't have rogue, because it just bothers me. OCD
I think
or I don't
Igor
know.
is really good at that, though.
He is now, but
Okay.
for the first,
That was before I went rogue.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
literally and
When-
figuratively.
Like, how many levels of rogue do you have, Josh?
I think he's got
Check.
2. He's got maybe 3.
3.
Okay.
Enough to get a
You know-
subclass.
Yeah, that makes
Yep.
sense. Are you gonna like cap it there if we get another level, or are you gonna like go Bard again? Or
No idea. Probably Bard again.
yeah. I think I really enjoy playing Bard. Once I kind of like beefed him up, like my character up a bit, Bard's a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, they are. And I was thinking about a bard as well initially, but we need an arcane caster because we got a lot of rogue / ranger people. So
We do have a lot of those.
yeah, I actually put blood hunter. I was like, yeah, it's too close to ranger.
Scared to play a blood
Man,
hunter. I don't know how I feel about.
Me and Ethan have talked about the Blood Hunter so much, but the fact that you have to give up your health to do
Your cool stuff.
some of your cool stuff, I just don't know that I like that concept.
Yeah.
False life.
Well,
Yeah, but then-
life is only temporary hit points. You gotta give up health.
No, I understand that, but I mean, mechanically, you this for that. I mean,
Yeah, and I'm the same way, Zach. I feel like it's a little under. It's got some neat concepts, but I feel like it's a little underwhelming for me to also go into it knowing I've got to give up my health to do these other things. I in my head, I just don't know.
once you put your head around the fact that it's actually a D8 hit die as opposed to a D10, then like aligned with like a rogue or a cleric, then it's easier to digest. You come in as a die 10, but you're going to lose some of that.
Right,
know,
right.
So, but it
If
has.
I was to play one, and I've built it before, if I was to play one, I would not be an up close person. I'd be ranged because if I'm already having to sacrifice my hit points, even as little as it is, I'm not going to throw myself out there. I'm going to play as a range guy.
Mm-hmm.
If I could pass on a piece of advice to everybody here, not like trying to be high and mighty or anything, just like things that I've observed watching you guys develop, like prepare for the next campaign. A lot of the new content, and especially a lot of Mercer's content, but I don't want to like hate on Matt Mercer too much, is very much trying to like, how can I subclass and how can I cross class to be a do everything guy? Whereas a lot of the best content is where like you specialize and you get as deep into a specialization as you possibly can. So like that's my problem with the Blood Hunter is it's like a paladin ranger rogue wizard, and it's like, okay, you're not gonna feel interesting when you're at level 12 and every other class is doing something you can do but better, and you're just kind of the like everything's got a +1.
The most interesting to me is the werewolf one.
Like
Just
in,
because you're a werewolf, and I know it's basically just a less cool rage, but
exactly, like it's a really.
I mean, it is a less cool rage.
That's the problem. Is like it's a really. I totally get what he was trying to do, but it's just shit that the barbarian does better. And if someone wants to play a barbarian and come to me and go, "Can I flavor this as being a werewolf?" then you'll get everything you want out of that werewolf subclass, but like way better and way more well tested.
Yeah.
And more concisely written. It's not that it's bad, it's just like my personal preference. And David knows this. I go all the way back to like 2nd edition. So like I'm very much in the mindset of like specialists and like the bards and the everything. Like classes shouldn't spend a lot of time trying to do something that another class does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like Ethan said, you can't do everything. And trying to do everything gets a little boring.
Yeah.
That is such a funny conversation, and I'll go into that in a little bit. Anyway, let's jump back into it. So here we go. You walk up, and across this ethereal bridge, you of course see a very large and majestic sphinx. She immediately speaks to you in an ethereal voice, and she says, "You have come to a place at which you should not be. You seek an item in which you should not take." She said, "But it is not me to judge you on it. It is my job to decide whether you move forward or not."
Riddle me this, Batman.
Riddle me this. She says, "For you to pass through the gates and find the item that you seek, you must understand something. And it is in a riddle." Do you wish to proceed and partake, or do you wish to turn back? Please come across the bridge if you wish to proceed.
I'm gonna like look at everyone and be like, I am not good with these riddles. I'll let someone else take it, but
Hi, Mom. Long time no see.
Hi, mommy.
So
All
this
right.
is where you went when you said you were going to get the milk. This is where
Yes.
you went.
She says, "I'll get it to you soon. I'm still lactating."
Oh,
It's been 20 years, Mom. You know, I figured, going to the corner store and coming back with a gallon of milk would take this long.
Time doesn't pass here. I didn't know.
It's been 20 years, Mom.
yeah, I think by
I'm
then
so
you should
sorry.
have right up.
Mental note, definitely talking to the lion more.
I think she's lying.
You think she's
This
a
is
lion?
canon. This is canon now. The Sphinx is my mom.
Make it happen,
Oh,
David.
The Sphinx and the Milkman. All right. Okay, simple stuff. Tracks. Any other people we see? Is it just like weird, interdimensional space?
Yeah, I mean, basically.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
All right. It looks like everybody's decision has been made. Roland, I take it you're going to stay where you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it. All right, everyone but Roland. She speaks the riddle,
Stay Puft Marshmallow.
and so answer it. See, it's things like that, Vigor, I wish I had thought about earlier. I would have had a Stay Puft token ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have just dropped him in there about the size of a meteor. No, she didn't, Czar. She told you she was going to get some scratchers.
Man, either way, it's been 20 years. She's got some explaining to do. She owes my dad child support.
That's what happens when time doesn't pass where you are. You just
She owes my dad child support, all right? I should have
Yep.
about 10 grand in gold.
You're just lucky your dad didn't eat you when he took over the other place.
Still owes money.
I had to reread it again to confirm, but yeah, you beat me to the.
I will let you guys come to a conclusion and then tell me. Let's just say Vigor. Whatever Vigor tells me will be your final answer.
50-50? Can we dial a friend?
I mean, Vigor, is that your final answer? Is that the party's final answer?
My final answer. I mean, if anybody,
I want you to
say
tell
now.
it to me, Vigor, so that you can type as needed. I don't want to assume.
I say balance. Does anybody disagree?
Fine with me?
Speak now, or else be murdered and thrown into a giant pit behind us.
Fine with me?
Yeah,
It
no,
is
she
balanced
said it,
then.
and then I almost imagine it like Eleander is staring up at past her at the gate and looks at Zaris and Vigor kind of back to back and goes, balance. Almost like he's thinking out loud.
Almost.
Yes, final answer. No 50-50.
Final answer, no 50-50. Balance is the correct
Do
answer.
not speaking stone, a friend.
With a slight nod, she bows her head and she says, "You may pass." She says, "With everything there must be balance, and what you seek has the ability to throw things out of balance. You must understand this as you proceed." And so
Yeah, listen, lady, we murdered children like 2 weeks ago. It's fine.
Shh. Shh.
Hush, hush, hush. So with that, she lets you pass, and you pass through the gate. Roland, you will be sitting where you are by yourself.
As
You should leave
Zaris
him some beef jerky.
as Zaris walks past the Sphinx, he hands her a note that says it's basically a bill for 10,000 gold.
For an IOU.
She owes me.
She
Yeah.
tells you that clearly you have her confused with someone else, as she is not a lion.
Child
Debatable.
support.
Yeah, she is not a lion.
You're half right.
I'm gonna bring your token over, Roland, so you can be part of the viewership.
The cinematic.
Yeah, you can be part of the viewership. But I know you have seen this one as well. So with that, you come through what looks to be on the astral plane, and in the center of this area, on a broken floating island, you see what looks to be a symbol. I don't know that many of you have ever run across it before, but it seems to be in a perfect balance, held in a wheel of blue fire as it spins, almost locking itself in turn with itself. As it rotates, it seems to show a perfect balance in this seal of blue fire.
Speaking of balance, what is gravity doing to us?
Not quite your full weight. I mean, you realize that you're not as heavy as you were. You can easily make the hops to get down to that center island should you so choose.
So are we elevated above it and it goes down?
You are. You're
Okay.
up. You're higher than it.
When, like, if I think, can I fly? Like, if I think, like, light, happy, floating thoughts? Or do I actually need to move?
No. You realize there's no possible way it would allow you to fly.
Physically need to move through space.
Yes.
It's not like a thought. Okay.
Yeah. Think of that cheesy jumping of the astronauts on the moon. You just have better coordination.
They did their best.
They did. You know, I don't
They're
want to knock
wearing
it too bad.
700 pounds of gear.
Yeah, right. Which is what, down to 150 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have wings. I'll be all right.
These are about 5 feet apart, right?
Roughly. Like I say, you have even with your minimum strength. I mean, even if you just had an 8, you find 5 foot to be no issue in jumping.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to pause everybody right there, as it seems Zaris is the first down.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
Vigor just dashes away up there. So as you
Well, I hadn't hit the other button yet when you said it, and I hit it. So I just let go to it.
As you get close to the center, the blue flame kind of erupts, and the wheel spins incredibly fast. And as it spins almost out of control, you see what looks to be 2 figures that appear inside of it, almost mirroring each other. Oh, give it to me.
What do the figures look like?
A,
Oh, excuse, you're getting the token now. Sorry.
a cheetah and a puma.
It's 2 lines. It's ours.
Those don't look fun.
You
Genies.
see 2 opposites of each other that seem to move in perfect balance. In the center of the room, you see the book that you seek. I need
Oh crap!
Initiative.
Well,
908,
imagine
gentlemen.
that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. let's see. 5-finger death punch. Is that a 6th level spell?
I think it's 7.
Yeah,
Woo!
you are most definitely going to need a long rest after this.
I think you're right.
Yeah, as in death.
Yeah.
These things are large and then charge.
Yep. And
Alright.
gotta be careful.
With that, the Afridi and the Genie make their move against you. Corvus, you're up.
Yep, after me they will. Let's do a little bit of.
Vigor, what's your dexterity?
Oh crap!
Oh, you're talking and I couldn't hear you.
16 plus.
Oh, you got me, so I'm gonna put you first. I'm gonna put you up. All right, go ahead, Corvus. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I am going. I'm looking. I'm thumbing through my pages of my spell book. I am going to cast. Get the hell out of Dodge. I'm gonna try it. It's been a hot minute since I've done it, but let's do a little hypnotic pattern. DC 17 Wiz.
On who?
Oh, it's a full spray. So it is a it's a 120-foot, 30-foot cube that I'm targeting both of them.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No money.
And what is it? Wisdom?
Yes, 17. They probably have legendary actions.
Yep.
He's gonna make it.
Mm.
Oh,
Why does
crap.
everything have advantage to magic saves?
Yeah. This was a
Because we're at the end of the game.
yeah. This was
Yeah.
an all for naught type thing. I was going to do fireball, which they were going to take something, but I was trying to knock one of them out. Nonetheless, in wizardly fashion, I am going to get the hell out of Dodge. Who's that Ernest back there? Yeah, figures.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, and I'm done.
Vigor.
Vigor's going to look at the two genies and go, don't you have a riddle for us? And then I'm going to hold an action, pull out my crossbow, and if anybody in our party engages in combat with either of them, I'm going to shoot them. I'm not going to be the first to shoot the shot, basically. If I see somebody else attack, then I'm going to take an attack, but I'm not.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, with technically that.
And your held action was if your party attacks.
If
we're already-
attack.
if either come into contact, like if they attack us or if we attack them.
Okay.
It's like if a conflict happens.
Right. And what are you doing if that happens?
Shoot my crossbow.
Okay.
At the blue one, I'll just shoot Robin Williams.
He flies over
Fuck.
to Corvus.
Oh wow.
Shoot your crossbow.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
No, because he flies.
So he goes over me? I mean, does he pass within 10 feet of me?
He's got 90 foot of movement, so I mean, he's not going to come anywhere near your glaive. So if that's better.
God.
It doesn't matter. He went in a straight line, and I figured I'd ask.
No, I got you. 19 hits.
Why couldn't it be a fucking riddle?
Sounds good, Elianer. 19 hits for 6 damage. Or no, actually 15.
It depends on whether or not he was 5 feet of Corvus
Yeah,
when I
he's
fired.
right on Corvus.
All right.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
my bad, guys. Is he on me? Oh crap, he is.
So
Yep.
15. All right, Corvus. He looks right at you. Moving down to them.
Wait. So, did he attack me?
He's about to.
Okay. I just need to know if I need to do shield or not.
Right, he's about to. Here it comes. Looks like maybe 1.
No. Go ahead.
I can actually, if you want that 21, I can warding flare that.
I'm good.
Is warding flare? I thought warding flare was just you, and you had to cutting
Nope.
word.
Nope. Excuse me. Cutting words is everyone. Warding flare is me. I meant cutting words.
Oh, gotcha.
It
Good
pretty much
deal.
uses the same rule set though.
Yeah, arcane deflection, which brings my 20 armor class to 22 as a wizard. Thank you very much. And so I won't be able to cast cantrips in the next round.
You can only cast.
Yeah, you can only cast cantrips.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, I have breastplate +2 and a +2 dexterity.
Okay, so it makes it a 22. That makes all of his things miss. Vigor with the crossbow bolt. Woo!
Oh
His
shit,
next one-
Will Smith.
His next one will be at disadvantage, whatever he does. Can
Okay.
you do anything to the 25?
I could, die from it.
Actually, that's within 60 feet of me. I can cutting words if you might.
Will it matter?
It's
It's
a
a
19.
It's a D10, so
How many cutting words do you have left? Or did you get them all back on a short rest?
I got them all back on the short rest.
That's pretty cool.
Yep, that's the good thing about the bard. At least what I specialized in. So
No,
we're going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bart
going
can
Try
push
it.
it.
What's your armor class,
rest.
Vigor?
19.
Oh, please roll well. Please roll well.
There you go.
He made
Clutch.
it miss. That's clutch.
Question. Did he come within? Is he within 10 feet of me right now?
Looks like it.
Technically,
Right.
yes.
They can fly, so measurement's weird. I mean, I know he's within 2 squares, but
Yeah. He would
He
have
was
flew
floating.
he would have flew to Vigor.
Well then, I'm gonna use my reaction to make a weapon attack. That's part of the Polearm Master feat.
Yep.
I'd say that's hitting heavy right off the start with 32.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and then it's my turn.
Yes.
Yes, because that's all I got.
All right.
Uh,
2.
yeah, 30 and 24. The other ones miss. So is that 28?
Yeah, it looks like it. Is there like a force field around the book?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Well, you see a purple glow around the book.
That's fine. It looks like a
Yeah,
force
that's-
field to me.
Yeah, let's put it that way.
I'm gonna get onto this platform right here.
Sorry.
And you know what? I'm gonna action surge. So here's 3 more attacks. What about that?
14 Uh,
23, 20, and 17.
23, 20, and 17 hit. Yes.
All of them?
Yes, all three of those
Sweet.
hit.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right, I have a quick question.
For me?
How did I know this is going to suck a little bit if I'm right? How
Okay.
did you hit him when he came into your area?
Okay.
It-
Well, while you are wielding a glaive, halberd, pike, or quarterstaff or spear, other creatures provoke opportunity attacks from you when they enter your reach. That is Polearm Master.
When you
At
take
the very bottom. And he got within my reach, so I took an opportunity attack. Use my reaction.
Okay. Yep, that works. For some reason I had in my head only Sentinel did that.
Nope.
But Sentinel is when they leave. I think that's my confusion.
I have no idea.
I
It
think
freezes
it's-
them. Yeah.
Yeah, it freezes
Yeah,
them as
Sentinel
they're
means they
leaving,
can't
not-
run away.
Right. Well, I knew one does as they're coming in, one does as they're leaving. I think Sentinel is the one they're leaving at, which is what I'm getting confused at. So a total of 11, 16, and 27?
Yeah, plus the 28 from before and the 32 from before that.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use 5 more foot of movement to take a step towards the book. And
Okay.
that's it for me.
That was ours? Ernest.
Yeah, we're going to burn 3 charges and go ahead and get some Scorching Ray on this guy. So I'm going to roll for that real quick. I keep forgetting I have to use the actual. Alright, so that's a 20, 25, 12, 21, and 28.
The only one to miss is the 12.
Sweet. Alright, and that is that up on 4, 9, 6, 6, and 6 again.
Yeah.
All incredibly mediocre.
Yep.
Yes, and
Anything else, sir?
we are then going to come to 5'10", and I assume I can get 5 feet to here. 15.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the distance doesn't impede anything at 5 foot.
20, and yeah, I think I'm going to hold there.
Eleander.
I'm gonna activate the Chromatic Feat, adding 1d4 cold damage to all my melee attacks going forward for a minute. I'm gonna move up to body block for my bard. It cost me a bonus action to do so. Longsword number 1.
That's a hit.
So, damage plus a d4 cold plus a level 4 smite.
Yep. Let's see it.
Second attack.
So a total of 38.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
16 miss.
16 is a miss.
Damn. Alright. That's all me.
You got it. Moving into round 2, Corvus.
All right, David. Hopefully this doesn't break the internet. I'm going to cast my favorite and your favorite too, animate objects. So
Yes.
from my bag. It's a combination of ball bearing, screws, nails, and fasteners.
Yep.
And I just kind of, if I'm thinking it's like slightly less than gravity, and it just kind of goes up and kind of simmers down to like a hover, and then I activate the spell component. And I'm going to cast it all because the way we've done it with. Thank you for that. I'm going to. It's around the blue guy there, and I'll pop it up on the screen, burn my appropriate spell slot, and go for it.
Are you going to do a large, like one huge?
No, I'm actually going to do a
He's got all 10 of them at one point.
crap ton of little ones. Let's see. I was going to upcast it, but I think you have it limited to 10 items. So.
Well, I think you can. Oh well, no. The more you upcast it, you could do it. But I could put any number, almost any number you wanted.
Well, you would have to redo the macro. I looked at it and it goes up to 10.
Oh, that might be true.
Yeah, but that's cool in the game.
You just have to do the macro twice. We'd have to do it the first and then.
No, that's fine. I'll do this but I'm doing it now. It may take a hot minute. Okay, it's not an advantage. It's just normal. Number of attacks is 10. And it's coming out the blue guy right here.
Sure.
It's gonna. You may have to take a break.
Nah. Hit.
Holy
19
crap.
Hits, 23 hits. Hit. Crit. Hit. Oh wow. All
Yes.
So 6 and 8 is 14, 21, 29 plus 16, 29, 39 would be 45, 51, 56, 63, 71, 79 total. If somebody wants to check my math.
I believe you, dude. I went to the Army, not the Air Force. And then I am going to get the hell out of Dodge with Misty Step bonus action.
Can't do that because your first spell was. Oh, you can't do this spell. You have to do a cantrip.
Holy crap.
You can't do this spell. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for keeping me honest. I was not trying to deceive you at all.
It didn't cross my mind either.
No, thank you for that.
Until I was going to tell you to do Misty Step, you can only cast a cantrip.
Yeah.
Which then made me think.
Yeah.
You could only cast a cantrip because you did your skill last round.
No, I gotcha. No, that's cool. I am going to do. It's cantrip or move, so what I can do is I can just disengage.
Yeah, you can use your action for something completely different.
And because I'm over rocky terrain, I'm just going to take my wings and fly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Come at me now with all my friends.
He is going to try to hit you with that opportunity attack.
It's disengage.
Oh, that's right. You're disengaging. Correct.
Yeah. Golly, that was a lot of build-up for a whole bunch of nothing. I apologize, gentlemen.
I hate that. All right, Vigor.
Okay, let's see what we can do here. I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
5. 25. And let's try this now. On the book.
Nice.
You try to grab the book, but are unable to activate this spell. I think you would know it before you actually use the spell.
Alright, so I don't burn the slot.
Right. I think you would know you couldn't grab the book to have it in your hand to make it vanish.
Okay. Well, that would be my turn
then.
then.
That it is stopped by this shield.
Okay, that would be my turn.
I think you would be able to do something else because you would know as your free action you go to reach for the book and interact with it that you couldn't. You're unable to reach and get the book, so you didn't really spend that slot. And you would know that you couldn't make it happen because you don't have the book. You couldn't get the book in your hand to start with.
Okay.
So I don't think you would. I don't think you would cast a spell, is what I'm saying. You try to interact with the book to get it, which would be a free action, but
Gotcha.
once you couldn't do it, I don't think you would cast the spell.
All right. So I'll say, the book is in force field. I think we have to kill them, and then I will turn around and I will shoot this guy or attempt to shoot this guy.
Okay. That is
13
not a hit.
misses. Okay, and that's my turn.
You got it. Back to the genies. I need Vigor and Zaris. I need both of you to make an DC 18 strength savings throw.
Is this because of a spell?
It is because
I got a
is there
4.
I don't know that it is a spell. It's called Create Whirlwind. Is that a spell? Does anybody know if that's a spell?
Oof.
Is
Your
it
spell called
listed as
create-
the spell, or is it listed? Is
It's
it
listed
listed
as
under?
his action.
Then it is not considered a spell.
Okay, then yeah, it's not a
Lame.
spell.
What's the DC?
DC 18.
Never mind.
Strength save.
Never mind.
Wow, no, you're correct.
I could. See, I don't know. What's your like AC?
What's my AC? You're never gonna get it.
Yeah, I was
I have a
yes.
4. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, eh.
That's fine. I got a 4. It's fine. It happens. What are you gonna do?
A whirlwind shows up. You find yourself restrained, basically, in this torrent of wind, and you are now under the restrained condition.
What if I made it?
If you made it,
Because I think I made it.
you will on your turn you can, or actually now the closest space that you can move to the nearest space outside the whirlwind.
I think
You
it
would
would
move-
be either there. Can I pick, or are you gonna pick?
Well, it says the nearest space.
Or-
I mean, that's about as near
It's
as you
either
can
there or there.
fit. Okay, that works. Anything that's as fast as you can get out.
Rather be there.
He flies right to you, Corvus. My other guy, Eleander, the Afridi, on you, sir. (2017)
Is that to me or Ellie?
Ellie.
Okay.
Did either one of those hit? Oh, shield make it miss. That's all I got. Zaris.
Okay. Since I regain 1 use of my fighting spirit, every time I roll initiative, I'm gonna use that as a bonus action.
What did you get it from? Why?
Every time I can use all of my uses of fighting spirit, and every time I re-roll initiative, once they're all used, I gain another one
Get
back.
another one at your level, at what the level that you
That's just a always thing. I've always had that.
are? Oh, okay.
But here's 3 attacks at advantage.
All 3 hit.
Sweet. Wow. Wow.
Is that 63?
Yeah.
Well, you destroyed the guy.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know what that means. Oh, wait. Nope.
He had 48 health, and you took off the last. I mean, it did take a little bit of the last hit, but
No, I was gonna say I could use my bonus action to make another attack, but I can't because I used my bonus action to do that.
Yeah,
So-
you can move.
I can move though, and so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna move 20 foot to there. And I need you. Nope, can't do that either. That's also a bonus action. Then I'm done.
Okay. Ernest.
Yep, I think I am just going to toll a dead him, so I need a wisdom 15 from him.
Wisdom 15. He's going to say no to that.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's about all she wrote.
You got it, Eleander.
Move. Bonus action. What do I want a bonus action? I want a bonus action something big here. Let's just do that. Let's go with Ye Old Ensnaring Strike. So bonus action cast Ensnaring Strike. If I hit him, he'll have to make the strength save or take damage every turn until he frees himself.
You got it?
My attacks are still doing the +1 d4 on a hit, so we'll go with attack number 1. 19 do it?
19 does.
Alright, damage number 1. And we'll go ahead and smite him on the 3rd level. For an extra 4.
He will fail that save.
Okay,
So
so
he-
at the start of his turn,
He's
at the
stuck
start
in
of his turn, he'll take the piercing, and then he can use his entire action to try to break it. Or
Right.
he's restrained, and then I also smited for an extra 24. Is he still up?
He is, yes. He has not been nearly hit as much as the other.
Let's see if we can fix that. Ooh, only a 16.
That is not going to hit.
Damn. Alright, that's me done.
You got it. Round 2. Back to Corvus.
All right, I am going to look around and see that I have friends abound. Shut up, cat. Sorry, she's hungry. She's always hungry. I'm going to cast haste on my furry friend over my right shoulder. I'll burn my slot, so you will get this, good sir. That's a 3rd level slot. And then I'm going to now use my bonus action to get the heck out of dodge. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that burns my second level.
Disengaging again.
No. I'm sorry. Misty Step.
Okay.
Yeah, burning Misty Step, 3rd level, 2nd level, and a haste, which is 3rd. And that concludes my
you
turn.
can't do both. If you cast a bonus action spell, you can only cast a cantrip.
Why do I always mess that up?
Yeah. If
Okay.
you ever cast a bonus action, you can only do a cantrip.
Okay, so haste is still up, and
yeah, haste will work.
I am going to go there and hunker down for the biggest hit of my life. That's it.
You got it. Vigor. If you would like to make a DC,
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do I get out of this?
you just make a DC 18 strength save to try to get out, using obviously your whole action.
Super. All right, someone else's turn.
Still in it. Back to them. This whole tornado moves right to here.
Yeah.
I need, let's see, how can I do this? If I go back? Yeah, nope. Where did Vigor go?
Quick, get the book.
Oh, there we go. The whole tornado moves down to here. It drags Vigor with it because he is still restrained by it. I need a DC 18 strength save from all 3 of you.
If
Whee!
he does that, could I potentially try to distract him and, pivot his view, from, directing the tornado straight towards my party?
Not a chance. I mean, there's no way he would go after a single target with everybody gripped here.
I'm just asking if I can cutting words it because
It's not a. There's nothing. He just moves it. He can move. He can move it up to 60 feet.
I thought it was a magic attack or an attack roll.
Nope. No attack roll at all. Just makes a DC check on the people. However, not restrained are Zaris and Eleander. So Eleander, the quickest way out of that tornado. All right. Corvus, put the restrained condition on yourself, sir.
Okay. Constrained.
And it is going to try to hit you 3 times with its scimitar. It has advantage due to your restrained condition.
Not sure if that's a token or not, but
Looks like I only hit you once.
I can.
Does a 16 hit you, or Corvus? It doesn't.
no,
Does it?
it misses.
I hit you with a 27, and unless Ernest can change that fate.
Yeah, I can cutting words that if you want.
Well,
Try to use another.
so before you say fail, I could still use one of my wizard stuff in addition to that as a reaction.
Yeah, either one of you can use your reaction to do it. But
Right. Well, I mean, I think we use them both because that's something we both can do. So.
Oh yeah, you
Yep.
can.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'll let him do his thing first.
Well, were you gonna pop it first to see like how much?
I can't go up 7 points.
Okay, maybe I can. Please. Okay.
Okay, so that's 20.
Makes
What?
it 24.
20. Yeah, 24. So, and then if I can up, I'll burn a high level slot to keep haste going. I could burn a 2nd level shield spell, and that brings up.
Shield doesn't upcast, actually.
No. It doesn't upcast, but I can use a slot.
Oh,
It doesn't-
to cast shield. I got you.
Yeah. It doesn't.
Yeah, I see
yeah.
what you're saying.
So that brings me up to what he rolled 23, 20. That
20,
brings me to
24.
23, and if I were to do shield, that's plus 4 or 5.
5.
That's 28. So I will
There you go.
burn a 2nd level shield spell, and it mushrooms over me as a cacophony of energy, and I shrug it off.
Very cool. That is all he's got, Zaris.
All right. Merry Christmas. Nope. Also nope. Wow, that's piss poor. Wow.
Wow.
That
Well,
is
you destroyed the
piss
Afridi,
poor.
so it's coming back.
Yeah, but I didn't roll anything above a 5 in 4 rolls.
What can I say? If you go back and look at my attack rolls, I have hit y'all damn near nothing.
That's
So
awful.
None of us are rolling good this time.
Damn.
So that's Zaris. Ernest.
Yeah.
Is he starting to look worse for wear, or has he still got some pep in his step?
He has been hit by Eleander, but he does not look worse for wear.
All right.
Corvus didn't do that 70-something damage.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Eleander's the only one that's hit him.
Right. I am going to. Yeah, I think I'm going to burn the last of my 3 charges, and
Okay.
we're going to scorching ray this guy. So I'm going to miss. Hopefully
Miss,
hit.
miss, hit, 66.
So that was 3 out of 5, right?
Yep, 3 out of 5. 66.
Actually, let me roll it. Are you kidding me?
13 fire. Anything
Wow.
else, sir?
I am going to be very yeah. I've rolled ones on both of those. I'm not feeling so great.
Right.
those are my
I
last
think
turns.
it moves to Eleander.
He is still under the effects of ensnaring smite, right?
He is.
Good. Good.
But does that mean I would have had advantage to hit him?
No, he's just grappled.
Okay. I thought that gave you advantage. My bad.
I don't think so.
No, it is restrained, sir.
Oh, then yes, it would have.
It is
Well-
restrained, my guy.
Shit.
Then yes, it would have.
So what? We taking the first two and the second two together? Just leave it that way
no,
and make it
just
easy?
just roll your whole attack pattern again.
Okay.
Would Brandon also get to do that for his misses?
Yes.
What?
I think
Not
so.
for
Yeah.
like retroactive.
Eddie also just reminded me that I forgot to roll for my haste. Since I forgot, do you just want to cancel it out? Or let me roll that too?
You might as well roll. I mean, you might as well roll that one too.
Well, then here's
Just roll
5
your whole
attacks.
roll your whole attack pattern like normal, and then roll the last one at
At
advantage.
advantage. Alright, well.
Yes, yes, yes. No,
Alright, hold on. I got the
and then roll this haste.
haste one.
at advantage.
No. Well then, what's that? 3?
Yep.
Also,
29.
not great damage.
Okay.
And
so that
I would
resolves that.
get to roll mine, right?
Well, yep. Just roll 5 times again.
All
And
right.
we're just gonna match them up.
Ooh.
So the third one is still a miss at 16.
Okay.
So that makes it 4 instead of 3, but because the second one crit, if I go back up here, I mean, your second one is only a 2. It turns it into a... Well, no. Shit, I don't like how you did that. It's 2d6 per each one. So the 1 and the 2 would have been the first hit, which is fine. The 2 and the 5 would have been a 7, which would have been your second hit, and critted, which would change to 14. And then because you hit the 1 extra time, I need you to roll 2d6.
All right. And that's factoring in the crit as well.
Yes, it went from a 7 to a 14, so I added a whole nother 7 to it. But I need another 2d6 because you hit an extra time, which will be 11.
Gotcha.
Okay, I think we're resolved.
Whoa.
That was a big change.
Yeah.
So I think that's
That's
back
endgame,
to
but
Eleander and your normal whatever. I think that's right.
All right. Sorry about that, David. I should have caught that.
Nope, that's all right. I thought it was grapple, not restrained.
There's
Yep.
a hit.
That's a hit.
Last third level.
13 plus 19.
Oh, and a D4. Sorry.
20. Minus 20.
It's
All right,
cold,
what else you
it
got?
matters to us. I got another hit. 28.
Oh yeah, 28 hits.
Okay. Damage. Plus a D4.
16
And a second level smite for 3 extra D8.
and another 20. Yeah, he's looking rough now after all that changing.
I fucking hope.
Corvus,
All right, so I'm restrained, correct?
you are restrained.
What do I need to do to get out of that?
Use your attack action to get out of it.
Hmm.
Or, I mean, you could Misty Step.
Right, because it's caused by the bunghole of sucking.
Yeah, the whirlwind.
Okay. I am not going to chance strength, so I will use the Misty Step that I tried to use earlier.
Sure.
And get the heck out of Dodge. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And because I'm still concentrating on my haste with my furry friend, I am going to do one of my few less concentration spells with a little bit of Fireball. Because it's been a hot minute. And I'm going to
Hell
put
yeah.
it up over here.
Nope, that works for me. What's
Boom.
my save?
Your save is a DC
Oh,
17. Yeah, it's only 26, but I pick my fights where I can. I don't
I'm
want to.
gonna take the 13.
Cool. Yeah, I didn't want to break my concentration with the haste. So, and I'll just delete
Makes
that.
sense.
Yeah. So this has been an expensive fight, but it's worth it.
Anything else, Corvus?
Let's see. Misty Step. I could go further if I want, but oh look, there's Roland.
Oh yeah, he's the
He's
spectator.
out there watching.
Mhm.
He's got his bucket of popcorn. He's got his like
Yeah.
80-ounce Coke.
All right, Vigor, what would you like to do, sir?
I guess stay in this thing.
You're gonna you spin me right round, baby. Back to these guys. I need everybody to once again make a DC 18 strength save as he moves the whirlwind.
No.
Y'all. So Corvus,
Oh god.
Corvus,
Not good.
Eleander, and Zaris, DC
Oh my-
18 strength
I'm gonna
save.
make that.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Right on the money. Corvus is gonna make it right on the money.
Aura. Don't forget the aura.
And Eleander's gonna make it. All right, with everybody making it, he's gonna put 3 sword attacks on you, Eleander.
Lol.
Ooh. Does any of this hit you?
27 does and 23 does.
I'm gonna shield one of them.
Yeah, I can cutting words the other.
Use them up, baby.
Yeah, I cast shield to take me up to 25. If he can cutting words for at least 3, then all of
Yep,
them.
as long as you roll 3 or high, it's gonna work.
Get fucked, kid.
Alrighty, back to Zaris.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. Is he still ensnaring strike?
He is.
Oh, goody.
Oh,
3 of those hit. I can go ahead and
wait,
tell you he will
wait.
not live.
One more.
Yeah,
I
he
get
won't
5.
live. He won't live past 3, so it really wouldn't matter.
Yes, but he still wants to roll them.
He still
You
wants
know,
to see his
curly
head.
jelly.
So with the last death of the genie, and as you are standing there, that shield just goes away.
I like it when the math rocks roll big numbers. It's
And
fun.
the book is accessible.
Can I, guys? This is taking so much. I want it so bad.
Emotional drain.
Yes.
Vigor goes over the side and throws up from motion sickness.
Your puke
I've
just
been
falls into
spinning
the
for
void.
45
It is, yeah.
minutes.
He pukes into the void.
I've been spinning for 30 minutes.
I have been spinning for 30 minutes.
So yes,
Alright,
you are
welcome to
able
Record
to
Player.
acquire the Book of Keeping.
Now, before we go back, we don't give him the book until he gives us the book.
Yes.
I
That
think
is
that would
correct.
be
Is what the alliance says.
Anyway,
Oh,
is
That
there
we're not
any
gonna let
way-
him just extort us.
I have a question for the
Well, now
magic
I mean, I did not roll deception. He did not lie to you.
I'm not saying he lied.
I don't give a fuck.
He made an honest deal with you as
Yep.
far as their kind
Yeah,
of
but we
deals
didn't make an
go.
honest deal with him.
Yep, pretty much.
Is there any way to rig this thing to blow up?
Oh, now that I don't know if you
I don't
have,
think we should test our luck.
I don't know if you have that kind of capability.
Like glyph
Yeah.
of warding or anything like that?
That's on Eddie,
Let's see. Yeah,
as far as I know.
I'm looking. I could do
while
some.
while we're looking, like, will we know if these like interdimensional pockets, like I don't know exactly where this is, but do we assume that the flow of space and time is the same as is on the other side?
As far as you guys know, you have no idea. I mean, we were making jokes about it, but as far as in-game characters go, you guys don't know.
I mean, that's kind of what prompted it. I was like, well,
Yeah, we have no idea.
What prompted it was what did you say, Ethan? I want my milk money or something.
oh yeah.
I want my child
Milk
support,
money or
dude.
something.
Owe me 10 grand in child support. My mom's been gone for 20 years.
Yeah, that made me think that, like, well, maybe we could potentially take our time and think of a plan.
What if we go and rest in front of the Sphinx? Like, it seems benevolent.
Um,
I'm down with that.
You let me know
I could
what you
really
want to
use a
try
rest.
to do.
I know that he can't get in. Like, he
Yeah, we
said
know he can't get in.
couldn't. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm down to try. As long as we take the book now, I don't want to like leave the book in here.
no. Honestly, I think we go to her and we explain exactly the situation we're in and see if she can do anything for us or to keep this book out of his use. And while we're there, we take a nap.
and become a late night snack.
No, Sphinxes are usually good guys. Unless you piss them off.
Or don't answer the riddles correctly. They really don't like that.
Regardless.
Hi, Roland.
All right, so
That didn't take long.
you're
Hi,
coming.
Roland.
Hi, Roland, what's up? You're coming back out at 9:56. I guess it's probably best to just let you have a week to think on it, instead of trying to role play it and go past 10, because I know we went way past 10 last week. So let's end it here. Think about obviously what you want to try to do and what you want to try to accomplish, and we'll pick it up right back here next week.
Yay!
Uh,
That was fun.
Yeah.
Sounds good, fella.
Obviously, we've got
Yeah, sounds good.
2 more sessions, depending on what we get done and accomplished next week. Will depend on whether we play February the 2nd or not, which will be that Wednesday. Obviously, that weekend we'll be playing at the beach. So if you got any questions, let me know. Make sure you fill out those things and get them sent to Ocean Lakes, whatever they emailed you. It's got to do with the car pass. Otherwise, you may have to park at the front, and I'll just drive up and pick you up. It's really, like I said, it's not that big a deal, but they're just, Ocean Lakes is being funny about it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, see you guys next Wednesday. Corvus and Brandon, if you guys are wanting to play Sunday, I've given y'all the links to our family group. Make your characters and stick them in that family group. We probably really won't start or kick that off until after we come back from the beach. So you got a little time to think of characters and do all that.
I already have a character in mind. Like,
Okay. If you got
Josh
any questions,
occasionally drops in by accident.
yeah. If you got
Zach-
any characters, just holler at me.
family
Zach
time.
said Zach will be in Disney next week. Probably won't be able to make it.
Hey, that's cool, man. I hope you're feeling better by then.
Yeah.
definitely.
When do we want to make our first session at the church the week after the trip?
It's up to you, man.
That
Yeah,
I
I mean, that
So are
sounds
we
fine
for
to me.
It's available. Like,
Is it for sure playing in person?
Yeah.
It
we
is.
gotta
He got the
confirm.
church.
We have
Okay,
it.
I
They
missed
just
that.
need to-
Yeah, he
they
did
just
get the
need to tell
church,
them
so
when.
So Josh, what do I need to? I know you. I think you were the one talking about it. What do I need to do for that? Whatever it is
For
for me to
Vorpal,
play. Yeah.
basically, I'll just send you a link. It's basically Skype, and we put it on an arm. So
does
it's on
he
the
need
table
a
so
does
you can
he
see
need
it.
a camera?
But I need a webcam.
Yeah. We'll just stick you in one of the things. I gotta figure it out. We'll do it. I'll bring it with me.
Yeah, Zach, does the church have like any TVs or anything? Like or anything that we can use to like
There's at least one large one.
is
And there's
it close-
Wi-Fi, right?
Yes.
and is close to like where we would be playing or like be able to set up like a table.
Yeah, we have a whole house to ourselves.
All right, cool.
What are you thinking, Brandon?
I was just like thinking about kind of like how we could like position like the camera and the computer so it's like he's a player at the table but he has full view of like the board. So like
Oh, I
maybe
got it.
like yeah, so like how we could potentially place that so it's like as much of like an in-person kind of like tabletop experience as possible.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess we'll have to look.
Yeah, we'll figure it
Are
out.
you guys
What?
comfortable if I invite one more person to the group starting in that campaign?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you mentioned
yeah.
it, man.
How many?
This
how
other
many
than the
would
one you
that-
already
how
mentioned?
many would that bring it
No,
to?
that would be it. It would bring us to 7.
Yeah, I think. It's
Yeah, I
fine.
mean, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you already asked that.
I just wanted to double check.
Cool.
Yeah, I think
I was wondering if it was that person or another person.
I was about to say when
Yeah.
it starts getting up to 8 or more, to me that starts getting high.
Yeah. Well, I was
Even
about to
running at the
say
shop, 8 is not. I mean, it was never bad, but it does take a while to get back.
Slows
to
down
you.
things.
It does slow things down a lot.
yeah.
But no, I don't mind. Bring him on.
We're at 7 right now, like,
Yeah.
and you said like
And that'll
8
just smooth
is
things
about
out if
7, 8.
somebody's. That'll smooth things out a little bit if somebody's late or can't make it.
Yeah.
I'll just be completely transparent with everybody. If there's a chance that there is a chance that I'm not gonna like this Vorpal thing. Hopefully I do, but if I don't, I may go play somewhere in Greenville where I can actually play at a table. Just
Hell
thought I'd
yeah.
let y'all know.
No,
If I end up not enjoying it, there's a chance that I love it and I stay around.
we'll do everything we can
That's
for you,
cool.
man, but it's
Yeah,
more
man.
important you enjoy it. And you'll always be welcome if you change your mind or if you
Oh,
already
yeah, and-
plan on all that kind of stuff.
I assume the campaign will be going for a while, and I'll end up back in Rock Hill for the summer, so I can play in person over the summer. But if I don't like Vorpal, I just figured I'd let y'all know that I might step out for a little bit.
That's cool.
Yeah, Ethan, I played with guys in Georgia and Colorado on 2 iPhone 4s 3 years ago. So I'm sure it's like above and beyond that.
I'm sure.
But I mean, because you're playing with people that are amenable to you, I'm sure you'll have a better than average time.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah.
I'm sure I will. There's no way it can be worse than 2 iPhone 4s.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And honestly, I really am interested in Vorpal and how that kind of works because, like, with my particular job right now, it's kind of I work a little later.
Take it easy,
Uh,
Zach. Hope you feel better, man.
Yeah, man.
So, like, I would love to, like, in case I get like held over until like 7, 8 at night, you know, test and see if that would be something that I wouldn't have to drive like 30 minutes like to Rock Hill to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying it over the weekend, just from a feed perspective, if we can use it as a test.
Yeah.
Ooh.
know.
Cool.
And that's gonna be up to Josh. And whenever he feels like he can set something up to test it.
Yeah.
I mean, is it? I guess it's a paid program at a like level, correct?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's just an iPhone stick on a thing, and then you have a big blank slate, and it's like it does what we do with Discords. You have us in like squares there, but you also have virtual dice. If the DM has any handouts, he can stick them there as well.